No, hold on.
Say you're trying to do a remote clap?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm good. Hey, bro.
Oh, hell. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the AfrOtaku podcast episode 17?
Fuck. I think it's 17.
No fucking way.
It's either 16 or 17.
Yeah, it's 17.
I'm gonna just start saying random numbers.
I got 17.
17, there we go. With the podcast where we talk about anime, manga, and everything else. I'm Mr. Good Guy, aka MGG. And I'm joined here by my co-hosts who will introduce themselves, starting right now.
What up, it's Deuce.
Hey, it's Player 5.
What's good? It's Jugger.
What up, what up? I am OG Chan.
What?
This is news to us, too.
I think Graham said he had a story time.
Version of Gramps. And if you think about it, OG is what you call the old people.
So your name is not OG Chan?
No, I'm gonna switch it up sometimes. Fuck it.
Oh, okay. So do you want me to refer to you as the guy formerly known as Gramps, OG Chan, or just Gramps?
Gramps the true OG.
Or we could just call you whatever you choose that day.
There you go.
OG Chan. Wow.
Okay.
All right.
The other shit.
Yeah. I don't really like name changes, so I'm just going to keep calling you Gramps.
The CEO has decided with his iron fist.
Oh, wow.
Impeach. Huh?
This nigga is been trying to start this mutiny for years. I just know when the anime gets made of us, and like you gonna be looking at the silly ass nigga the whole time. Like every scene, like after the recording, you know how they go like to the dark corner and the guy starts plotting. That's you. It's always gonna be you. Like, oh yeah,
the shiny glasses.
the shiny glasses. Yeah, he gonna have glasses as soon as the thing starts. Little did y'all know I never needed these. Yeah, just fall off. You got a full beard come out of nowhere. Like,
hey,
he's gonna pull an ice.
I just want to point out that the CEO is bullying me, and I'm taking this to HR. Wow. Just so y'all know. I'm writing a grievance.
Go ahead and send an email to HR@thedecentcrew.com. Doesn't exist.
He's the only one that has the passion.
Yeah, I'm the one that's gonna respond. Alright, so you say you had a story time, right, Gramps?
Shit, man. Alright, fuck it. Here we go. So, I'm never using high card again, man. But still cut my check.
Damn.
Okay.
What they do to you in the new area that you live in that's not here?
So, first rental out here in this new location, man. This motherfucker basically tried to steal my car, and I had to track it all the way out in the middle of nowhere, man. Like, when I say in the middle of nowhere, like, nigga, if I would have went out there without a police escort, I'm pretty sure they would have killed my ass and dumped my body off.
Damn.
That's how deep it was in the middle of nowhere, man.
Wow.
So I basically had to contact him or whatever, and I was basically saying, yo, I'm gonna make a police report out for your ass if you don't get my car back or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't respond that day. The next day he sent me a long ass response saying, no need for the cops, I just recovered my phone, wallet, car and stuff. Car was stolen Saturday evening. I just located it with this GPS on my phone and saw all of this. Guessing you also didn't get paid because my account is overdrawn by almost $300 and I just deposited about $2,600. We'll leave the car downtown at the Marriott Hotel off of blank. Sorry, but I cannot take the chance of getting arrested off of this because you already called the police. I can leave the copy of the police report I filed in the glove box with the report from whoever where I used a GPS locator. Sorry for the inconvenience. So I was supposed to meet with him that following day at 8 a.m. So the whole time I'm tracking my car trying to see if my car is going anywhere toward the location. I didn't see it moving at all. So I'm like, okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to track this motherfucker down and go get my car myself. So I waited for my girl to leave from work and we started riding towards where my car was. Whole time she's trying to contact cops to give us an escort or whatever, and they're giving us fucking runaround talking about, oh, this is not my jurisdiction, you're in this location now, so you gotta contact these guys. This other cops are saying, oh, well, the car was originally stolen from this location, so we can't do shit about it or whatever. So we're just going back and forth trying to call these damn cops who don't want to do shit because they're all lazy as hell over in this location. And eventually, when we get very damn close to where it was, which you had to go down this super shady ass path that wasn't even a paved road. I was like, fuck that, I'm not going down that road. Plus, it was getting dark. So they had no choice but to give us a fucking escort at that point. And they're like, yeah, if these niggas end up dead, it's on their hands. True. So eventually a couple cops came up and we rode down this fucking dark ass road. It was on some Blair Witch Project type shit. It was dark as hell. Nothing but woods on both sides of us. And the cops eventually told us, yo, wait right here. We're going to ride down and see if it's down further ahead. Because I think it was getting closer to somebody's property or whatever. And, you know, if you ride up on somebody's property, they will shoot on sight. So we wait probably about 10 to 20 minutes waiting for these cops. But the whole time, I'm like, fuck. Let me turn this car around because if something pops out, I'm ready to take off. I ain't even put the car on park. I got that bitch on drive with my foot on the brake. As soon as that happened, I'm fucking taking off.
My nigga.
Come on now, you already know this. So they eventually called us back and said, yeah, we found your car or whatever. So we had to ride down this little super muddy ass path to get to the car. And we see this nigga leaving out the car with blood load of shit, man. This motherfucker had clothes hampers with clothes all in it. This motherfucker had dirty ass crap all over the car, cigarette packets, all that shit. Food. When I tell you the car was in terrible condition, man, the fucking trunk would not close, and it was full of shit all over, gas canisters and all that stuff.
What the fuck? This one light that bitch on fire?
I don't know what the fuck they were doing. It's nigga, it's in the middle of nowhere on some country shit. Yeah. And
so the dude that rented it is the one that did this to the car, or he's saying he got stolen from him?
He was in the car with some heavy set white lady, and she walked up there. I'm sorry, I did not have any clue that this was all going on.
So wait, so the cops found them in the car?
He was fucking a big bitch in your car?
Yeah.
No.
No. Wow.
Yeah, man. The cops were like, that car smells extremely terrible. It smells like dead fish and
what the fuck?
He was fucking a nasty bitch.
Whoever wants to drive that car, you're gonna have a tough time. I'm like, fuck. So I'm gonna put the car in space. So I gotta take it out like a Jeep. And while I'm talking to the cops, this nigga walks up.
Go ahead, my bad.
So while I'm talking to the cops or whatever, this nigga walks up on me out of nowhere talking about, yeah, you're gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna get my $1,200 back because hire car took $1,200 from me out of nowhere or whatever.
The fuck?
And I'm in a situation, you know, like in video games, like let's say Mass Effect or whatever, where you have this time situation where it's like, okay, I have all these different.
Do I slap the reporter? Do I slap the reporter or not, bro? I'm about to slap the
or nigga, you have to, you know, just go through all these options or whatever, and then the time runs out, and which the cop is like, yo, get back, man, get the fuck back, you know. You're supposed to be handling this situation. You got to go up in the crib or whatever, or do whatever while we get to start out of this situation. And then out of nowhere, there's this old white guy who I guess he lived in the house that was near where this car was ditched, and he started like walking up out of nowhere. I'm guessing the cops know everybody in this middle of nowhere town. They were like, I'll just call him Mr. Anderson for the sake. Mr. Anderson, everything's taken care of. Just go back home. Continues walking up. Cop says again, Mr. Anderson, turn around and keep moving.
He was like, I got a nigga to kill.
In my head, I'm like, oh shit, hold on. This nigga about to scrap with us real quick? Hold on now. Because we basically on his stuff at this point. He eventually stops or whatever and turns around. I'm like, oh shit, man, this motherfucker was definitely walking up on me or whatever. Yeah. I thought I was going to have to work his ass. And so I eventually get the car or whatever, and when I tell you that shit smells terrible, the car was fucked, dude. It still smells bad, and I got a full detail on it and different car fresheners on and all that shit done to it.
Wow. So they arrested the guy and the girl.
They didn't even arrest his ass, man.
They didn't even arrest him?
No, that's why he walked up on him because they didn't cuff him.
They said that it's a civil case at this point.
That's true.
And, that's the same bullshit they try to tell
me. Breach of contract.
It is true, though.
Well, my thing over in Chicago was definitely a stolen car.
Yeah.
But when you go to this location over here, it's simply a breach of contract. The contract was completely done. and the rental was done. I was simply meeting up with them to get my car back from them.
Well, like what happened to me when that happened to me is I had to send them like a letter, and then once I sent them the letter, that meant if they didn't respond or whatever, then it was like legit stolen. So then they could actually like criminally pursue them. But like,
Miss Chicago,
if it's like if you get it before that time frame or whatever, like if you had a contract and they don't return it within like a certain days and you don't send them some letter, at least the Illinois laws,
Can you send them a text?
it's still like a civil thing. Nope. You know this fucking
I know. In
government.
Chicago, I had went straight to the police department and put the report in, and the car was labeled as stolen.
Where'd you do it?
Creek. I did mine in Creek. So it's different county.
Wow.
Yep. As usual, Creek niggas don't give a fuck.
Hey, just like the niggas where I am.
Yeah.
You see all the bullshit I had to go through with all the time.
Was Buddy white?
No, he was black.
Damn.
You ain't boxing?
Fucking a white lady, yeah.
Wow.
What do you mean I ain't boxing that nigga? You want me to box this nigga with 4 cops around me?
Yeah, bro. I'm like, oh, this is just a contractual agreement. Fuck you mean?
Yeah. Right? Let's settle it the simple way, bro.
The simple way. I'm like, all right, cops.
Section clause, section 5, clause 3.
Wait, did that nigga have a car to go home?
Does it
I'm
matter?
guessing wherever the hell he was.
I'm just blown at this.
In my car, so he's homeless now. Fuck that.
I'm just blown that this nigga had the audacity to ask you, hey, you gonna do something about this hire car taking $1,200 from me? Like, nigga, what?
Wait, hire car took $1,200 from me.
Yeah.
No shit, man.
I would slap the shit out of his ass. What?
I'd be like, hey, bro, when these police leave, I'm gonna give you your $1,200. Matter of fact,
Wait right here.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna give you
Come check it out real quick.
I beat the shit out that nigga.
Wow.
No, you couldn't fire for that heavy shot white lady. Would have beat his ass, bro.
If you'd have been in that situation, you would have been trying to get the hell up out of there ASAP.
Yeah,
That's true.
You said it was dark. You said it was dark, right?
Bro, this kid's in the forest.
Yeah.
And
That's
Mr.
Mr.
O'Leary ass was coming back for y'all.
Yeah.
If you ain't leaving with the cops, he was coming back.
Yeah.
You kept walking,
They
bro.
were probably looking around trying to figure out which street to hang me from. I ain't going for that shit, bro.
Yeah, dude.
So I had to dip it immediately.
It's time to move back.
Hey, bro,
True.
come back to civilization, dog. Because that was wild. You ain't been out there a month.
Bless up.
Yeah, for real though.
Well, I just stop fucking with high car over here. That's really what it is.
Damn.
I ain't fucking with high car anymore, man. I'm still trying to get
Cause
my
them
money back.
them niggas not finna do shit for you next. Did they pay for any of the shit you had to do to get it fixed?
Probably
Bro, I've been
not.
calling these motherfuckers every day. They
Exactly.
have not been responding to
Yeah.
me. They haven't even been answering the damn phone.
That's what they on, bro.
Exactly.
I'm surprised I got my money from them. It was a long ass, but that shit took like 2 months.
I'm getting my shit back one way or another.
Alright, well, pull up.
Right?
True. Technically,
On
wouldn't that be in the contract too? Like, if they return the car, like, not in the same state that you gave it to them, they got to pay for all repairs and stuff.
Oh,
I feel
hell
like-
yeah.
Oh, okay. Right. So, I mean, yeah, you're good. You'll get it back somehow. At least you should.
They just need to fuck with the wrong white person, because white people will sue. So that's what, like, hire car needs. That's what I'm saying. Fuck with the wrong white person doing it with money, and they gonna go, alright, cool, y'all wanna fuck up? Suing y'all ass. And then they be like, oh, well, sorry, now we gotta, pay motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Niggas is idiots.
How much did all those repairs cost?
Oh, I haven't even put in money for the repairs yet. But I know that to get everything, cleaned up from within the car itself, that cost like $180 so far. And when I went in, I simply drove in to get a quick estimate just based on the damages that I saw from the outside of the car. They were saying at least $1,200. And that's without seeing all of the damages on the inside of the car, like with the engine and all that. Because the engine, was...
Even the engine?
All that
So the body of the car fucked up.
Yeah, the
Like, they literally effed up this car.
The what was wrong with it?
The trunk.
Trunk.
Off the
The
engine.
trunk, man.
Fucking big bitches on the trunk, bro.
They completely fucked up the trunk. I swear they must have been trying to put a dead body in there or something, man.
I'm telling
You
He's
never
trying to put his
know.
big bitch in there.
Sorry to hear that shit.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
What does this nigga look like?
A
He was
club.
some tall, skinny, white dude.
Hey, if you find his Facebook, we'll put it on there.
Put them on blast.
I don't know if you can do that.
Yeah, he does. He's
Oh, you can?
something. I mean, other podcasts do it.
Alright,
But he has more money than us.
After we can't fight all these lawsuits yet, bro. We broke.
I don't
We
think
didn't
this
got
nigga
office
can
yet.
afford the lawsuit.
We didn't got office. We didn't got office yet.
And if this
Thank
nigga
you.
walk into a pro bono office, like, all right, so I got a story for y'all. Like, who gonna take that case, bro? Some cluck ass lawyer gonna take it.
This is the thumbnail for the video. Like,
I swear, this cluck ass nigga took my shit, bro.
that's crazy. Yeah, I'm glad I'm good. That shit. I'm pissed.
Bro, that's wild. Yo, get out, my nigga, for real.
Like, actually, that's scary, bro.
Because their contracts are horrible. That's the thing.
Still, I don't know if I'm coming back to Chicago. I know y'all niggas dealing with negative 80-degree weather.
No,
over there.
actually, we got that shit fixed.
Bro, it's already 45, though. What you mean?
It's called not going to work, bro.
Yeah, we got niggas ain't have to go to work.
I mean, I had to go to work low key, but anyways. No.
Hey, no. So you know what though? I have a friend. She's a computer wizard, like some people, and her job actually called her into work on those 2 negative days. Actually, like, no, you physically got to come in, and you would think a computer nigga could just work from home.
You can't.
Nah, a company was on there.
can't.
Bring your ass in.
Half of our whole office was
Bro.
out pretty much. Besides the people that had to be on call.
Bro, our vice president literally sent out the memo starting off with, "Oh, I know you guys heard about that, about to break your record temperatures Wednesday and Thursday. Just to let y'all know, regular operation hours."
Damn.
No, I sent us an email too saying that just be safe on your way to work. I didn't go.
They just need to fuck with the wrong white person with
No,
money.
most corporations are still open on those days.
Well,
That's
Most
crazy.
places are. Most like actual like yeah.
they don't try to give you some money for shit.
This is how I feel about it. Don't you know how some people got loyalty to their company? Yo, if your company called off that day, they lost money over y'all safety. Ride
They
with
fuck
them
with
niggas to the end.
Yeah, no, they
But
fuck
if your
with you.
job looked at you and was like,
Come in, bitch.
okay, nigga, be here. Fuck that company because you ain't nothing but another number.
I feel like, okay, at that moment, just to bring this back to, the black topic. Can I see a Negro spiritual walking into work?
No, bro. you ain't got that, bro.
At that moment,
And we only let this nigga do what we do, you feel me? Because they went through similar, you know what I'm saying? But no, y'all niggas
part-time.
He part-time, bro. So you, nigga, you can't see them, bro. No people wasn't out there, bro.
I'm just saying at that moment, you know what I mean? When the cold is hitting,
No.
I'm just shaking.
If y'all niggas ain't have to walk in that cold, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I'm walking in the cold. I'm shaking, bro. Walking into work. Just to be some nigga slave for 8 hours, man.
All right, that's
You
what
tell me I can't
on
sing?
some Kanye
You
shit.
tell me I can't just hum it. No word, just...
No shirt and bare feet.
Yeah.
They good.
Then you can do it, sucker.
I'm just saying a little weight in the water, that's all.
No, bro. I'm jawing you.
Damn,
I'm
I would definitely get fired that day automatically. If I came in dressed as a slave and just saying that shit as I'm at my laptop, just humming, they'd be like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm just, hey bro, I'm just,
You know what, bro?
working.
And then I'm gonna send in that email to your boss. Hey, MGG disrespected my culture, and I demand he be fired. Hell no.
But they don't know that I'm a different kind of black, that's all.
I'm gonna let them know explicitly in the thing.
They won't know the
I'm
difference.
full white nigga snitching.
I'm worse than you full Takashi?
Yeah, I'm shit.
Hey,
Snitch 9, nigga. That's me.
Oh, no.
Shit.
I'm done.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, on to some decent news if there is any. I played Kingdom Hearts 3. I haven't beat it yet,
Wow.
so I have nothing to say right now. But it's good so far.
Okay.
So far, what would you rate it?
Good question.
There's definitely enough time to put in. They give you a whole lot of new moves to use, so like the battles always feel fun. I would say it's probably in a 7-8. The thing is, like, you have to pay attention to every cutscene, even though you want to like go through the game a bit faster, because it's like so much story to catch up with, and there's a lot of references to other games, so that kind of like hurts it. But it also is probably like a plus to other people. But for me, it kind of hurts it because I'm like, damn, I'm not trying to watch like Tangled all over again because I need this one scene where you're gonna like explain more about the story. That's all.
Yeah. I feel like
I didn't watch Tangled the first time, mind
the two part of the things that you mentioned are some of the reason why like nobody in this house is really buying it.
Yeah.
It's just because like we all got the hype, we all want the game, we all like Kingdom Hearts, but then like we didn't like it enough like some niggas to play Kingdom Hearts 2 point whatever all the way to all that side shit. And so since that is important to the story now, I feel disconnected as like a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's like watching half the Marvel movies. I don't feel like I'm as invested as a fan from that point. And then the second thing is like the length, bro. As soon as I like started looking at like the pre-reviews, and they was like, "Yeah, bro, this game longer than Kingdom Hearts 2."
Oh yeah, it's
I'm
a
like,
30-hour game,
bro.
My girlfriend we took turns, and the second world is like Toy Story, or the third world. She literally spent 3 hours in that world.
How many
like
worlds?
fighting cutscenes.
I would be able to do it.
Oh, right now we beat that one. We found out that there's Hercules, Toy Story, Monsters Inc., Frozen. We found there's 2 more other worlds, and then there's one world that's not really like a world, and there still might be more. So for right now, I found out there's about 7 or 6.
Yeah.
So and each one of them, she just beat Monsters Inc., and that was like she played for like maybe an hour last night, and then finished it this morning before I came here. Started like 8 o'clock, so that was probably like a 2-hour level. And then when I played Tangled, that was like another 2 hours. So it's like each world is taking like 2 hours with the cutscenes included. But without the cutscenes, it's still probably take an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Yeah. But the cutscenes themselves are like 5 minutes long. It takes you almost forever to get to the mini boss fight, and that's when you know when you're halfway through. And then you get to a boss fight, and there's another long cutscene afterwards. So, as a guy with a job, I am like, oh, I hate it. But I'm like, if I was like in 8th grade again, I'd be like, yes, this is amazing. And then the people that I seen on Facebook that were like, I beat the game already, I'm like, bro, you don't have a life or a job. Or a job, yeah. You don't give a fuck about your job.
You take maintenance too serious and literally did not talk to your girlfriend for like a month while you played this.
You gone. Because to play that whole game, no way. Like, I would just need a mental break in general. Like, damn, bro. It wasn't, like, that damn engaging. It's crazy. 30-hour game. Fuck that.
Is it better than 1 and 2?
So far, yeah. I would say they definitely borrowed from... Because I played a little bit of the other games in between 1 and 2. They borrowed some of the best fighting aspects from them. And then they added some additional selling points, like they have this attraction move that basically is just to showcase the Disney attractions, but they give you a lot of combat, like ways to fight, and that is what makes it fun. And the boss battles to me are pretty fun. The stuff they were doing with the Keyblades are also really fun. So to me, it's fun to play. It's just that like there's a lot of being a fan of Kingdom Hearts, you know you're a fan of the story. And they, like, marry both of those two. They marry, like, all the parts you love about the gameplay and all the parts you love about the story. And that's what sucks because it's, like, it also makes it a very long game. But at the same time, I'm not going to lie, I'd be mad as hell if it was 10 hours. I'd be pissed off if I played that game and I was done now. If I was like, oh, yeah, I beat the game, I'd be like, that shit was trash. So, if Mass Effect was that
build-up, dude.
Yeah. As expected. It's a good problem to have. I'm mad for a good reason.
You're more mad at your job than the game.
Yeah, 100%.
This thing called work.
Yep. But you gotta get that income. Can I sing it now?
Yeah.
Can I hum it now?
No.
Wow.
Just checking. What else is on the news docket? We talked about something else. Oh, apparently new Batman or something like that. There's a Batman prequel.
Oh fuck!
No trailer though, right?
Sure. No, I don't think there's a legit. I don't think there's a legit trailer out yet.
I don't know. I hope DC finds their route of what works for them in movies. I thought Aquaman was pretty good. Aquaman was alright.
I think because Aquaman and Wonder Woman, I say were decent. I think they.
Yeah, I still don't get the decentness behind Wonder Woman, but I do understand for Aquaman. But maybe it's the chauvinist male in me.
You know what I think DC need to do?
What?
Collaborate with anime and start to maybe either produce like because DC animated films are awesome, but like imagine an anime with that art style. It like capitalize on something new, because I really do think the hero wave is going to start to die. Especially once I think Marvel movies are going to get a little shittier. Like, no wave lasts forever.
I disagree. I think it's going to evolve.
Into what?
I think there's still like one more piece that we have to unpack, and then it's going to die, which is like all the like once all the rainbows and sunshine are gone, what happens? Like what Amazon is about to do with The Boys. I wish that was more mainstream. Like, there's a comic book called The Boys.
Literally meaning like boys.
Yeah, but they're making like a TV series out of it. It's basically if superheroes were celebrities and behave the way celebrities do, so like drug parties, orgies, all this stuff. Like, how fucked up would it be? And then eventually these group of guys who are like regular guys go on and like hunt the bad superheroes. So basically like, oh, I'm the Flash, but I do cocaine and have orgy parties and like kill motherfuckers in the background. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They go and hunt those. So I feel like that piece of the world is still not yet explored. And I think that's the next thing to make it still feel new. Huh?
Said, are you Watchmen? But
I feel like no one, like, the people that watch the Marvel movies didn't see Watchmen in the same light. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Okay. I feel like that's the next thing, is to play off those characters that we know, but in a like background. I would argue that the Marvel TV shows started that.
I mean, I think the wave is gonna come because they got plans for like grittier characters.
Yeah,
but like,
I think that's the last thing to make it new.
I wouldn't call it even a wave. It was more like it's gonna be more like a ripple compared to how long Marvel lasts. What, you may get 2-3 years of movies out of that before the next, like, if somebody hit with the next wave, then superhero movies are completely done. It just depends on how long to the actual wave come.
Yeah, you need something to move them out of the spotlight.
Yeah, like right now, sure, they can come up with whatever. It's not going to refresh them. Niggas just going to watch it because that's what there is to watch.
Well, like, that's the thing, because, like, Glass, when I watched Glass, that was interesting, too, because what M. Night Shyamalan did with that movie is, like, he almost kicked off his own superhero universe. I don't know where he's going to go with it, because the way the movie ended, it's, like, hard to tell whether he's going to keep it going or he's just going to leave it at that. But basically, he was able to make a group of superheroes without the clout of Marvel and DC. You know what I mean? So, I totally agree that if something big comes in that could kick that out, but I still think that they're still exploring those things. Like, you still got to do, like, the alternate thing, and then once you do the alternate thing, then it's, like, fully played out. Like, there's nothing else to do. You know what I mean? With the thing. There's, like, action movies where it's just, like, always the hero. Then there's, like, what if it's an anti-hero? And then once they did those, it's like, okay, well, there's nothing else to explore here. Next wave comes in. That happen to be superheroes.
The traditional Marvel movie, I think, is probably going to end.
Yeah.
Maybe a few years. I don't know.
I just don't feel like anime is there yet. But then again, it's like, it's really, I think by the time we get to, like, I would honestly say 10 to 15 years from now, like when we're a little bit older and some of the people who have like grown up in the anime community like we did, like are more in the entertainment industry, then I can see them like doing it right. But I still don't feel like anybody is in those rooms right now that will ever do it right.
I think 10 years is absurd.
You think just it's too like much? The way fast-paced we move?
How fast-paced shit is, like Netflix, now you can't go on a streaming service now and not find anime. You can find anime on HBO now. It's like it was starting to go from this was that regular this weird shit that niggas did to all right, it's a cartoon that boys watch to now it's like it's accessible to everybody. Like niggas have the ability to access anime. They have the ability to make it like mainstream. And it's a treasure trove of stories.
I'll say 5 years. I still don't think it's like gonna happen anytime in the next 1 to 2 years, though.
Given that it takes like a year for a movie to even be put out, I'll say okay.
Because they have to to start making the good idea in the next 1 to 2 years.
How much money do you think the Dragon Ball Super movie made so far?
Shit, that's what they're doing.
Do you think it broke $1 billion? I don't think it's gonna break $1 billion.
Whoa.
That to me that means like it's there. You know what I mean? When you get there. Because even Aquaman's about to break $1 billion or something like that, or did.
Really?
Like in sales. I thought so.
Yeah. Aquaman, they broke $1 billion.
So, I'm like, if your movie does that proves like, all right, it's the new wave.
It made $30 million.
$30 mil?
30 mil. But it's so far a Resurrection of F made 67 mil.
Oh, okay. So
but shit, Fusion Reborn made almost $2 billion. So
Ooh,
what's up?
Wait, time out. What?
But this is like worldwide, obviously.
Yeah.
Wait, but you said
so. Yeah, so
like
Japan.
Oh, never mind. This is
wait a minute.
Never mind. Let's say 1.9 billion JPY.
Oh, see,
so
only
the first,
in Japan.
No, the first two were U.S. money. Well,
but the Resurrection
the billion one was in yen.
Okay.
I don't know why they switched
I was
it from. Like, you see how we're
trying to trick you?
USD. Then it's like, okay. I'm like, damn, $2 billion.
Wait a minute.
So it's in the millions.
So it's in the millions. It's like,
I mean, so even that 30 million, that's US only.
Yeah, the 30 million is US dollars.
Right here they said it makes 70 million foreign. So 30 plus 70, 100 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure that's good numbers. I'm not.
And that's only out of like literally less than 1% of movie theaters that this was shown in America.
But this is just kicking off the wave for animated anime movies. You know what I mean? I'm talking. I thought you were talking more like the live action.
No, I'm saying
anime.
live action.
No, but
if we're talking live action, there still
like
has to be a success. What do you mean? What was successful about? Because the DC movies were successful, but none of them were mainstream successful.
Yeah, but I'm saying cartoons were already like mainstream. Like they were already.
The cartoons were mainstream, but I'm talking about. You're saying that the animated movie has to kick off, or you're just talking about that the genre is something that should be popular.
If they can see it making a certain amount of money, that's when they go make.
Okay, I thought you were talking about animated movies.
Because if you think about the Sonic movie, that's about the live action Sonic movie about to drop. I'm not saying it's gonna be good. The Pikachu movie about to drop. Not saying it's gonna be good. All it's gonna take is for a couple of swings in the miss, maybe a hit or two, for one really creative nigga to be like, all right, bro, I got the formula for how to put this out. Because niggas can already pitch it to a multi-million-dollar company, and that company be like, all right, we'll throw millions at this idea.
I agree.
It's just going to take one nigga to get it right.
But I think, it has to be one accident to make it there. And I just don't know if there's enough people thinking about the live action thing to do it right. I feel like we've tried it, right? We tried Ghost in the Shell. We tried all these other ones. But
Ghost in the Shell almost made it.
Really?
What?
Almost.
Really? Oh, okay. I didn't watch it. I didn't even have the urge to go see it.
A few changes and it goes from shitty to decent. And all you need is it to be decent for some other nigga to be like, all right, we can flip this into something good. Because if they just made her Asian, made it a little more truer, niggas really put disrespect on it because she was white.
True.
And niggas was tired of whitewashing. Stop that whitewashing shit and niggas fuck with a little more and see some of the good in it.
I don't think the Asian thing will pull off either. I just think like the what did they do with DC and Marvel? For Marvel, it was like these characters were somewhat like icons, right? Or at least you've heard of them enough to know what their names were. And then all Marvel did was like, they didn't even try to like map them to real life. They literally just like put them in real life. That's it. You know what I mean? DC, I felt like try to transform the characters into like, what if they were really like real?
Well, that's because Marvel already lends towards them being in real life.
But I guess so. But like none of them. To me, I felt like when I watch the Marvel movies, like I've said multiple times, like I'm seeing Iron Man in a movie. Like, what would it be like if Iron Man came here? Not like when I watch the DC movies and I see what would it be like if a random kid like became Aquaman or a random kid became Superman. Like, what would that be like? That's how I look. That's how the lens changes for me. So I feel like with anime, the thing is like all the stuff that you've brought up in the past, like it's just too bright, too like out there to map very easily to the screen. And I don't know what specific thing that they have to change to get it to work for them. But like with Marvel, they just like nobody wears masks anymore. You know what I mean? Like you don't see any of them in their like masks. Iron Man, you always see his face. Like that was one of the things I remember reading. I'm like, okay, that's how they like humanized him to people and made him more approachable. I don't know what parts of anime you toned down in the live action version that makes it more accessible to like the mainstream market because the colors don't work. It's too bright.
My thought on that, and I've had this thought too, but I think that the opposite is what needs to happen. Like, so for the cartoons, it was making it more realistic, which got people to fuck with it. But that don't necessarily mean you have to make it realistic and relatable for people to fuck with it. I think when they tried to make it more realistic, it fucks it up. Like Avatar tried to make it a little more real, fucks it up. Dragon Ball Z. Tried to put that nigga Goku in school.
Oh, that was
fucked it up. Like, I think when anime is gonna be, and then the thing is, every anime movie you see look kind of goofy. The only one that's like, yo, this is actually might be decent was that Pikachu movie. That got me thinking, like, okay, there's a shot. Because they say, hey, fuck trying to make it real. Like, look, this looked like a goofy fucking Pikachu. And then niggas relate to that. Also, you gotta remember, when did anime become like mainstream? In the 90s. That's when like, oh, you can watch that shit on American TV. It come up every Saturday. Guess who about to start being the big buyers? The adults, the people who taking their kids to movies. Us, the niggas that was raised in the 90s. So anime won't be this weird, goofy thing. But it won't be Pokemon.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's going to take the time for us to mature to the level where we like influence that content. I don't feel like anyone that's like making those decisions for what goes out, what doesn't go out, like never had the anime era. They were like in the 80s, maybe. I'm thinking that's like the latest person. So like if they saw anime, it was what? Speed Racer, fucking the one with the fight with the Zodiacs, with Saint Seiya, shit like that. So like that shit was corny. Like my thing is, I just think with like even with the Detective Pikachu, they still are bringing a realism to the thing. The thing is like what it seems like might be the sauce for us is taking the world, and that might be what even attracts us to it in the first place. I feel like that's what attracts me to anime in the first place, is like taking the world itself and then just doing something different with it. Like how Goblin Slayer is so successful is like, oh, okay, that's just like taking a world and like let's focus on this character you don't know anything about. You know what I mean? Take Dragon Ball Z, we have the world, but we don't talk about Goku and all those. We talk about this other person that might interact with other things. Detective Pikachu is a Pikachu that I don't know fuck. I have nothing to relate to. I just know Pokemon. So when I see all these Pokemon, I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. They doing the Pokemon concepts, but I don't have to marry it to anything else. I don't have to go, oh, that's not how Ash would be in a movie. Ash not in that fucking movie. You feel me? That's not Ash Pikachu either, you know? So I'm like, oh, if they just do that, maybe that's the way. Like, take the Naruto world and just use that concept. Or even One Piece, for example, because that's a huge one. Just take a Pirate World and go, oh, we just gonna follow a random ship doing that journey. You know what I mean? Like, get into the top. Now you can, like, play with whatever you want, but you don't have to marry yourself to the, like, lore. All you have to marry yourself is to the world. It's like, okay, I need to make sure, like, Yonkos exist. Make sure Marines exist. You know, but I don't have to do any of that weird shit.
What if at the end of Pirates of the Caribbean, my nigga picks up a fucking devil fruit? John's like, huh? And then that's just
I might actually watch those, like, but they have to kill Jack Sparrow because I fucking don't like Jack.
You kill that nigga?
Yeah.
But he got Brooks fruit.
Yeah, that's fine. That actually would work because then he can like just. I'm like, okay, you're gonna come to the story later, but I don't have to give a fuck about him. I hate Johnny Depp, so I'm good.
No.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm good.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Really?
I mean, I think it's hard for anime because some anime are just harder to make than others. Like, I'm thinking about even One Piece. I can't even think of how they would actually.
That's what I said, because I feel like
it's difficult for them to actually like implement that in.
When we're thinking about Luffy, if you transfer Luffy to the big screen, it sucks. But if you take the One Piece world and transfer to the big screen, that's way easier.
Magic Pirates is easy.
Yeah,
I mean, you can borrow whatever you want from there. Low key.
You know what I'm saying? If unless none of the characters in One Piece actually exist.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, but you don't have to interact with them, right? There's all these blues, right? There's East Blue, North Blue, whatever. You can just go, I'm starting with that blue. They gonna get to the Green Line. They might be Luffy or not.
No, man, they low key already do that.
Like how would I don't even ask like fights in Naruto.
Hidden Cloud. That's it. I'm just gonna go to Hidden Cloud. Do some things over there.
Just like the Naruto itself, I don't see how they're going to like.
A ninja martial arts.
But that's what I'm saying. That's where you have the freedom,
even
because you're not.
Martial arts movies don't be like Naruto. You know, it's.
I mean, it'll obviously be different, but it's hard for us to imagine because this hasn't been done yet. That's just all that is.
But I mean, it's still bloodline technique, CGI, like all that stuff is possible. It's just about like how do you mirror it to make it look good on the big screen. And I have a hard time picturing how that looks.
What I'm saying is that I don't think it'll. With comic stuff like Superman and stuff like that, for example, you can make it as good as
is Super Strength Laser Beam Eyes?
Yeah, you can make it as good as how it is in like the cartoons or the comics or whatever. But I don't think a live action Naruto, for example, will be as good as it could possibly be as an animated show.
As an animated film?
Yeah, I don't think it can be that much. Because you can do more.
I think that's true with comic books, too. I don't think that the Marvel movies are necessarily better than some of the best Marvel arcs.
No, story-wise, maybe. But I'm saying, like, anything that they do in... And again, it's still, like I said, the difference depends on the...
It's relative?
Yeah, the specific comic you're going to, like, imitate.
Yeah.
But Superman, like, there's nothing that... Superman doesn't have any intricate things like that you can only animate.
It's
you can't do with physical
based
humans.
in the real world.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So there's physically things that will be hard for live action like people to do.
You do like shit like Cowboy Bebop easy.
Yeah,
true. Trigun would be dope.
It depends on the anime.
Trigun could work. I think Attack on Titan, they've shown that it can work. I don't see that would be bad either.
Yeah, I got a list of like anime that I think I would introduce into the world.
Yeah.
And like I would start with some of the ones that will breach like our generation and the one before us. Like Akira would be very easy to translate into live action.
True.
I'm surprised they haven't fucking done that already. Well, they have. They just do it in different ways. Like The Matrix. What's that one movie? Chronicle is Akira live action.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I mean, like they could do Trigun. That'd be dope. Like, and that'll fit into the superhero thing right now, kind of.
I mean, I honestly think they could do Dragon Ball. The thing is just some of the
Dragon Ball ain't have the same hype as Dragon Ball Z.
That's what I meant. I meant Dragon Ball Z when I say that. But like, I don't think that.
I think they would have to remix. I think it'd be harder to do Dragon Ball Z.
I think they would just have to remix how they do the energy moves. It's like that type of stuff that like I feel like it's just the way CGI is today will look corny. Like Kamehameha, all that shit will look corny. But if they stuck to the hands, that's the part that like looks really good live action. Like just straight up hand to hand fights, I think would look fine.
Dragon Ball Z doesn't have like hands.
They don't. They
don't. That's the thing. That's why I'm saying like you can't do that. They don't have hands. They like punches moving at the speed.
Yeah, in the sky.
That's why I'm saying it's harder for you to do that shit. But the regular Dragon Ball. That's probably even better because it's more martial arts.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
Too much like niggas love it. Too much nostalgia.
Yeah.
It's like Avatar, bro. You can't.
To me, I think you could do it this way, right? Instead of talking like I'm still taking a world building idea, do a buddy cop space film with Saiyans. So like, don't even talk about Dragon Ball Z. Just do like Frieza era. Like, hey, we just go around and just fuck shit up in planets. We're just conquerors. So they don't have to go like too crazy with the like beams and shit. It's just like Vegeta and them, he had like Gallic Gun, right? But like they even pull that out when he first fought him or whatever. Like they have a couple of key blasts, but it's mostly like, oh, we run up on these niggas. There's not that many strong niggas, and we take over. And they just make it like a funny joke thing where Frieza's just like kicking their ass all the time or giving them shit to do. Maybe they run into the Ginyu Force. I think there you can do that without having to touch the crazy shit on Earth. I don't know. Basically, it just sounds like they need to get us in a room. Huh?
I had another idea too. Why not just have it set up where it was like an origins type of story? Let's say, for example, if you wanted to go into the life of, let's say, Naruto's father, Minato, or if you wanted to go into the life of Master Roshi as he was a younger guy, whatever. Or if you went into the beginning in which, basically, by the end of whatever movie that you made, you kind of hint that the next one might show some of the main characters that people have been watching. Let's say, for example, if they went into the life of Dragon, or let's just say some random person in the previous generation for One Piece, and then somewhere closer to the end of it, they run into Dragon and they realize that he just had a kid, and his kid's, you guys know who's Luffy or whatever, and it starts to bring up that bit of hype that people are going to feel that will make them want to continue to watch the next movie to see if they're eventually going to bring out those main characters that they want.
I think prequels work too because usually we don't know anything and the world is a lot more normal before. Like Minato, they were all just ninjas. So I was like, you don't have to worry about the crazy moves that we have now with like the Nine Tails and all that shit. It was just like, oh, we could just have him doing ninja shit because that's all they talk about him doing anyways. Was just like, oh, he run around and assassinate motherfuckers. And even Dragon, I like the Dragon idea because I'm like, that's real easy to show without showing too much like power shit. Just like, yo, I was in the Marines. I found out them niggas was doing some petty shit, so I left.
And it would be a good way to show how some of these moves came to be for the first time ever. some of these people actually created, like, for example, let's say if a devil fruit, if it's the first time you see a devil fruit, or if it's the first time you see somebody pull out a fucking Beyblade, for example, or whatever. Shit like that.
Yeah. I think the only danger in it. Oh, yeah. I think the only danger in that is like the tying it to the canon shit. That's the only thing I say. Like people hate that.
Stay away from any of the
stuff that could be tied to the canon.
No, stay away from all those super popular anime. Oh. Don't even touch it.
I 100% believe.
Don't touch it. Until later, but don't touch it. Like at first at least.
What me and Jugger was saying about the Pirates of the Caribbean, basically One Piece, bro. Yeah. Like I think that is the perfect segue. Like if somebody took that series, legitimately at the end of one of them, just like, oh, yeah, we found this treasure. It's a devil fruit. That automatically just like, oh, that was One Piece, and it was already lit. Like, so now you can't go back and be mad. Like, well, they do got superpower pirates. Yeah. It is mythical, fantastic. The military out to get them. Yeah. Oh, what sea they in? North Blue. We in the hidden sea.
Naruto cross.
Wouldn't that be crazy if there was some type of way to hint that the X-Men world was actually going to be transforming into the My Hero Academy world some way?
Or like, My Hero was going to become One Punch Man.
Yeah, I think we were talking about that a little bit.
Well, they're kind of placed as outcasts or whatever. By the end of it, they kind of hint that they're actually going to be part of, I guess you could say, the superpower police force of the world in one way or another.
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing would be that it's what Magneto wants, basically, which is just like, oh, hey, everyone this is like the next phase of evolution. So the thing would just be like, yo, everyone now has a mutation. And some of the mutations is just rawer than others. AKA quirks. Oh shit. Some of them niggas don't got mutations.
If something like that happens though, it gets away from what we were saying that they're gonna replace
superheroes. They like absorbing them into it.
Yeah, because then that doesn't make anyone want to watch the next anime movie. Yeah. If Pirates of the Caribbean turns into One Piece, just because it does that, that's really still banking on the Pirates of the Caribbean audience to watch this movie. It's not an anime audience. So, like, then if they put a Naruto movie out there,
because they're not seeing that coming.
People still are going to watch it. So, it's weird.
I still think it's doable. I 100% think it's doable, and I don't know.
You just need the right anime to start with.
It needs I think it needs a steady increase. Like what P5 said about like Trigun or like Cowboy Bebop, something like super easy to slowly
translate to.
But it still needs to be known somewhat.
True. But I mean, for those again, those two examples, Trigun and Cowboy Bebop, I feel like that could actually do it though.
I feel like I agree with that. I just think because Ghost in the Shell, I feel like would be almost a similar.
That's true.
Like line there. I feel like the two biggest things that get us into trouble is like the transferring the anime characters, so people being so married to like how they want their character to live in the live screen that they like get mad at whatever you do, and then like the marriage to like how they act in the scenario too. Like I feel like they wanted to be like once you say, oh, it's this guy from Cowboy Bebop, like. The same thing with like Light from Death Note. Like whenever you told me like Death Note, I go, I need to see this scene and this scene. That's where my head goes. Like if I don't see those two scenes, your movie's automatically trash. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you got Keanu Reeves in there, Brad Pitt, all of them. You get all the best actors, but if those two scenes are not in the movie, you didn't make a Death Note movie. You know what I mean? That's the problem with borrowing from. But that's also like the key thing that drags the audience there, saying, "Oh, I'm making a Death Note movie." Now everyone like got their eyes on it, but it's the same thing that hurts them.
If they didn't try and be Light and L, bro, like literally they made it in the universe that there are multiple Death Notes, and then L come from a school of
That's
smart
what I'm saying. You borrowing from the world.
But them niggas, bro, they did fuck it up by making it
50
like
years later.
Light and L.
A new smart nigga.
Kira too.
I guess they benefit from the fact that there's so many different timelines.
No, but I think comics, like the difference between comics and animes that I'm trying to like get at is I think comics build really great characters and anime builds really great worlds. I just feel like every anime world you get in is memorable, more or less. Like, especially in the big ones. Like, the Naruto world is expansive. Like, they had to constantly, like, divert it with a variety of characters. But if you really think about all of these shonen, like, there's only one character that gets true development. In comic books, they're able to go, hey, well, like, you like this side character? Cool, we got a whole series developing his character, so you don't have to worry about it. They don't have that in anime. All they have is the world and the main character.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Different series, different everything, like...
So they can borrow from the world because the world has all of these structures and plot points. That's what we spend time debating on. Is like, oh, whose power is this? Like, all that shit is the world. You know what I mean? Versus the characters. Like, in comics, all I care about is the characters. The world is our world. I know how those rules work.
The thing I think is also slight. I agree with you 90%, and the 10% where I would say I feel like what's more important is actually the nature with which these are wrote. Like, comic books are episodic, meaning like they will say like, oh, this is about to be this storyline.
Yeah.
And all the movies have to do is take that and just make it real life. Mm-hmm. Whereas what anime is not, you know,
it's one long story.
I mean the other way. The anime are episodic, but like comic books are like, hey bro, this is the story we told. Boop, that story's over. Here's this other story. That story's over. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel
anime
like,
is one big story.
Yeah,
usually.
and it's like, so where do you crunch it up? How do you make that a movie? But there are some parts or things with anime I think we are underlooking are like animated movies. Like, you could turn animated movies that are already like, hey, we put it into this format for you, into an anime or into a live action. Easy.
But to me, I feel like personally, the only person that's done that is like DBZ because their structure is more like the comic books that you're talking about, where like the characters go on different adventures. The thing is, like, once each of these big animes end, like, that was like their goal, and then all we care about seeing afterwards, like, did they have kids? Are those kids gonna do something? Like Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. Like, once Luffy finds One Piece, it's over. I give no fucks about what he does after that because it's already set up that he's going to be the strongest character in that world by the end. So, same thing with Naruto. Like, boom, once he got Hokage, I'm like, bro, strongest character in the world. I give no fucks about what Naruto does anymore. You know? So, like, I think it's harder to do those movies because even the movies, like, are a continuation of that longer term story. Like, the last for Naruto is just a continuation of like Naruto's journey to becoming Hokage. It just happened to have like a new villain in there. But DBZ is the only one where they did like, oh hey, look, there's Cooler, or hey, look, there's this other like side villain that was up there. Like, I don't know. All I got from this is that we need to be in them rooms and make it.
Money.
Yeah.
Cut the check.
I'm telling you.
Right. Like, in the end, we're all in agreement that anime movies can, should, and are going to be profitable in the future. Yeah. So, it should be explored.
How we go about doing it is all different. But, anything else on the news docket?
I did look up. There is no confirmation yet about Shaggy, but again... But again, the creator did already make what would you call it? But like, he scripted in Shaggy to have a scene like fighting Scorpion, and the creator posted that as a meme to just fuel the fire, or possibly troll. So I mean, like, he does know about it. So you never know. Just saying, look out there. Maybe next Mortal Kombat might have Shaggy. But
I got some sort of kind of tech news.
Sure.
I don't know. There's this YouTuber that reviews phones, Marquise Brown or something like that. Marquez. Okay, I don't watch him that much. But yeah, he's pretty famous, and he did his yearly awards for phones and shit like that.
Yeah.
And what was that one that
OnePlus is up there?
The OnePlus like T or something like that.
Yeah.
Won like MVP of the year.
Hey.
He was basically like, yeah, it's the best phone you can buy that isn't the flagship model, that is as strong as the flagship models for half the price. But I'm not gonna switch. Fuck you, man. They ain't do nothing. I'm just
enjoy your stylus, bro.
Yeah, all right. No. Hey, the Note won the best big phone, so I'm still good.
Big phone.
I'm still good. I'm good in the street.
That's a fucking award.
That is
the best big phone to go to.
Beefy phone, though.
I kid you not. If the OnePlus 6T had came out, By the time I was looking for a phone, I would have had that over this No 9.
He drew it down. He drew down the gauntlet.
Motherfuckers, as soon as they get out of Chicago, you're not good in Chicago no more.
Wow.
Don't come through here. You a low down south nigga for real.
Come check it out.
You're not good out here no more. Matter of fact, I'm spilling out where this nigga at. Hey, he in Georgia right now. Georgia, Atlanta. Go find that nigga.
Is Atlanta in Georgia?
You definitely can't say no Negro spirituals, bro. 100%.
I know where Birmingham is. Mississippi, nigga.
Yeah, all right, you done. Talking about
that's the most important city, bro. Dr.
Birmingham.
Next.
Birmingham.
That would be an awesome fusion, though. Don't sleep. That nigga,
bro.
No, I lie, because he getting shot by the FBI automatically, bro. On site.
Hey, you can't make fun of our national heroes like that, bro.
Man, stop. He's my national hero.
He not.
My ex was Muslim, so I have an attachment to that.
Nigga, but
Nation is not Muslim.
Huh?
Nation is not Muslim.
That's fine.
Those black women.
But then he became a regular Muslim when he started getting raw and got killed. So
y'all niggas still done it? No.
Nah,
you can get
his own people killed him. It's the theory.
Not the black ones.
He likes me, bro. Leave that alone,
Wow.
So, I'm done. Anyways, is that it for the news?
That's all.
Yeah, I just want to tell you your phone was up there.
I didn't do what I said I was going to do, which was come up with my black folk course. Did anybody else?
Damn, I did too.
I did.
Damn. I mean, y'all can share y'all's and I'll just wing it.
Me too.
Bogus.
Damn.
So we have. Do you want to go like dish by dish?
Yeah.
Or okay. So we have hors d'oeuvres on the first full course menu. So that's the appetizer. What's the black full course for the appetizer?
I feel it's hot wings.
Hot wings?
Yeah.
That's a meal, my nigga.
Does cornbread count as dessert or appetizer? Does cornbread count as a dessert or appetizer?
That's actually a good question.
I mean, like
low key, with the setup of what we had, it was a little tough to put some of this stuff. Yeah, especially the main course, but that'll be later. But I don't know. I mean, I was strictly thinking if there was a menu at a restaurant that had appetizers, what would be on it, and then what would be the most popular of black people?
I'm going African with mine then for my hors d'oeuvre. Plantains. That's any African person be on there with plantains. It could be a Caribbean thing too, or you gotta come with that.
I ain't never
had
on
the African full course, plantains is on there. Yeah, that's how I know. I told you I was gonna have African food.
They fire?
100%. Come on, stop it.
No, it really is though.
I feel like plantains. Look, I never had nobody do plantains right besides African people, and maybe Caribbean people.
Hey. I'm gonna introduce it to our community.
Yeah, sure, but they mash ups like mofongo. They use a salted kind. They can say all they want, but we fuck with the plantains, bro.
Exactly. I'm about to come up, bro.
Plantains
absorbing the culture.
Wait, Gramps, what'd you have then?
Fried plantain.
I get lightly salted watermelon cubes.
What the fuck?
Okay.
You racist, dog.
That's the salad dish, bro. That's the salad. He said lightly salted.
Lightly salted watermelon cubes.
Yo, that was the shit, man.
Sunflower seeds.
I mean, that's a good snack, but appetizer?
That's not appetizer. Appetizers are a snack.
That was okay, a good one.
They can't get you full. They supposed to prep you for the meal.
That was a good one. Yo, that was good. Yo, that caught me. That caught me for real. Yo, that was good. I didn't even think about that.
Damn.
They ain't got snack on here because now Flamin' Hot's got to be on that bitch too on the low. Yeah, they ain't got snack on this though.
What do you mean it's not on this?
It's not. It's not like a full.
Snack.
I mean, it's from the Toriko full course. They don't got snacks. I mean,
send that to me.
It's in the.
You would have to go up a little bit, but it's in the chat.
There's a seafood dish.
Yeah,
there is.
What's next?
So let's go through the full list real quick. There are hors d'oeuvres. There's soup. There's a seafood dish. There's the meat dish. Then there's the main course, the salad, the dessert, and the drink.
Cool. And for hors d'oeuvres, we got sunflower seeds, lightly salted watermelon cubes, plantains, From the you saying that for the Caribbean side too?
Yeah.
Caribbean and African. Wow, hot and then hot wings. So all right, so on to soup. Yeah, this is probably gonna be another African selection.
Up, bro.
It's gonna be African
Because
selection.
we only got like one selection on our side, so you gotta turn that. Y'all gotta come through.
For Africans, all Africans eat pepper soup is what we call it. So
We
that
only
would be
got
the soup
chicken
dish.
noodle, bro.
Pepper
Chicken
soup?
noodle? Yeah, it's called pepper soup, but it's just hot soup with like cow foot and stuff in there.
Damn.
Oh, no.
I either had chicken noodle or what was this? Like cheese potato soup.
Do
You know what I'm
greens
talking
count
about?
as soup?
Nah,
Because, bro,
you salad?
Yeah, you can have that salad,
That's like
maybe.
a side.
You can say salad, but
There's no side.
Man, that's tough.
Damn.
You could have said appetizer, but I don't think that's an appetizer either.
I'm like, bro,
That's
what you
tough.
bring me some greens for an appetizer? That's part of the meal. Niggas definitely dip shit in their greens, though. Bro, greens are soup.
You can use that thing.
I mean, for cornbread, but like what else?
Whatever you want.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you dip cornbread. Greens is mainly used to dip your cornbread in.
Okay,
You
but
can
no,
do it.
I'll agree with you with cornbread, but like what else? I mean, that's what I'm asking. I mean, you say dip.
Main course got to be
Okay,
rice.
what else do you dip
just gotta
tomato
be
soup?
right.
in? You only dip grilled cheese.
They
and
got a
tomato
meat
soup.
dish and a
Oh, okay.
seafood dish.
Okay. I mean, like, if you just make cornbread, then I'm
It's
down.
rice.
I mean,
That's
like,
of
how you
all
said it and how I
African
interpreted it was like, oh, you can just dip everything.
I mean, if you were a heathen, you could dip whatever you want in your greens. But most niggas only dip in cornbread.
Okay, that's fine.
My soup is
Okay.
greens.
All right, greens. What you got? What y'all got?
Mine is stew fish.
That's Caribbean.
I can't even tell you how to make it. It's good as fuck.
Stupid.
damn. Okay.
I'm good on that, bro. You keep that.
What you got, Graham? Said Jugga.
Yeah, I had ramen chicken noodle soup.
I told you
Damn.
that's all we got.
Ramen.
Chicken noodles.
You added some
Ramen
interest
from
in-
some other culture.
$1.
Hey, bro.
Sauce packet or no sauce packet?
Of course, bro. You added in more shit. Nigga, first of
I'm
all,
just asking for white people in the
It's-
audience who might not use the sauce packet.
it don't count. It don't count as taking other niggas' culture because if we only use the packet, it would. But we go through the whole Lowry's set of seasonings in that motherfucker, so it's different.
Wow.
Jugga, you had the same?
Yeah, chicken noodle
I'm
pretty much the
telling you,
basic.
bro, that's all we got.
Alright, seafood dish. This one
Catfish.
will be a little tough to
Fried catfish. That's
Oh,
it.
catfish.
Like,
Gotta be.
that was just an automatic fried catfish.
That's the only thing we offer, nothing else. Anything else might give you something. Motherfuckers only cook catfish, bro.
Damn.
Now, if we was
I
some
guess you
down
just gotta
south
do
niggas,
that.
we would have definitely went with like gumbo or shrimp or something.
Oh, true. I was thinking about shrimp gumbo.
I'm gonna say it's fried fish for us too, but ours is not fried like breaded. We like literally just fried.
Dog. if
So
you
hard
tryna
till it's like
compete-
chicken.
What kind of fish though?
It's usually like a tilapia, but it's like the whole fish. So it's not like the fillets or anything. They literally take like the whole fish, bones is included and all that shit. Fry that
Eyeball and all
bitch.
that shit.
A little bit of salt.
Hey,
That's it.
We the black people request
Put a
that be
little
taken
spicy
off the
sauce
menu.
next to it. Huh?
We the black people request that be taken off the menu.
What you mean? They put a little spicy sauce next to it. If you had that fish before, you would be like, all right, bro, it can stay. That shit lit. That shit
All
lit.
right, bro. Next time we out, that's what I'm trying.
All right.
Your whole reputation.
100%. I'll make sure the spicy. Did you like spicy food? That might fuck you up.
All right, I'll deal with it. For
Mine
you,
is fritters. I would say corn fritters or
y'all got to come through on the seafood.
corn fritters.
Hey, you gonna eat a lot of seafood on the island? Nigga, what?
What you thought we brought you here for? Seafood, bro.
All right, everyone said theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meat dish.
Grilled chicken. Still.
Oh, yeah.
Fried
I knew this
chicken.
nigga was going
Yeah.
You came with that. What y'all?
There's so many, bro.
I'm a good.
Smaller.
I feel like fried
Let-
chicken is
let
just
one
the
of y'all
easiest,
go
though.
chicken. One of us go beef. Other go pork.
I'm gonna go. I got one.
Okay. Oh, wait, what?
I'm gonna go with ribs with grandma's special barbecue sauce.
Ribs. That's lit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ribs with grandma's special.
It was either ribs or
barbecue.
fried
You can't
chicken,
beat
what I
that.
was thinking of.
Okay. Ribs, fried chicken. Shit. Besides any and all types of pork. I
Pretty
feel like
much,
that's
okay.
it.
Damn.
But
I'm gonna
biggest
have to
two.
go. We call it roast meat, Nigerians call it suya, but it's basically just meat seasoned with like a little special sauce that got like peanut butter and all this shit in it. But it's good. So I'm gonna give it to that because I can't use the other stuff.
Peanut butter in it?
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how you could spin peanut butter to not taste sweet.
I'm a peanut butter fanatic.
Interesting.
Niggas did finesse me one time.
It's called pepper chicken, but like they call it pepper chicken, roast meat, or suya, depending on who you ask. But they make it like different ways. But for Sierra Leone, it's like roast meat and pepper chicken. It's the same sauce between both of them. And then like Nigerians, they have like something similar, but it's called like suya. They basically just like grill up some meat. They put a little like they have like this special seasoning they put on it, and then you just eat it with like onions and shit. So
that sounds fire.
Okay.
Bro, we gotta have a follow-up. With all these items on the list.
All right.
Damn. I'm trying to smash. Like, holy crap.
Y'all might have your mind blown because, I mean, the taste of the home country, bro, might change. Y'all might start speaking different languages and shit. Y'all immediately pull up in the dashiki and shit. Hey, yo, we going to the motherland.
I feel like you can't claim that card until you've officially started to send back money to the family. Oh, your shit probation.
You have to find a family member over there and just be sending money back to them. You automatically.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you there. Like, hook up with them. Hey, bro, I gotta send you my shit back.
They ain't gonna send you your citizenship card in the mail. Like, bro, there you go. So main course.
Main course was hard for me, to be honest.
Mac and cheese, baby. Don't say it's a side.
Wait, time out. Mac and cheese not a side.
That's a salad.
Mac and cheese main course in my house, bro.
Wow. That's what you got. So on your plate, that's the biggest one.
Yeah, 100%. That's the first thing I scooped.
I'm not gonna lie.
Damn.
I had to go with multiple items at least because the main course was usually more than one food item.
Right. Or one of the food or one of the meat dishes, the seafood or the meat. Black. So that's why it's tough.
Because on a black card, there'd be 3 main course slots. You feel me? So it's like, since it's only one.
This is already shit.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you don't need that shit.
Dessert, you too full.
Fried chicken with macaroni and cornbread.
Fried chicken, macaroni, cornbread.
We already got fried chicken for the meat. It gotta be mac, bro.
Yeah, I had like mac and cheese and collard greens with a combo of one of the meat dishes. Like,
damn. For me, I gotta go Africans, bro. It's some rice dish. It's rice and soup. Like, no matter what, no matter any African house you go into, you gon' see rice. Yeah, it's either gonna be fried rice or it's gonna be regular rice with some soup. So that's gotta be the main course. Everything else is just extra. Everything else is extra.
I'm gonna go with like what's that? Damn, salad.
Yeah, salad is gonna be tough. Because that's an NA for any black culture. I don't even think that's there. That's just black culture.
Greens again? So like the green soup and then the greens green. You feel me? Dry greens and green.
Curry goat.
Curry goat.
Hey, that's what you ain't never had curry goat? It's fire.
No.
Oh, you sleep.
The main course though? I'm like, it's on the same tier as a meat dish with. But I can't speak on your culture, bro.
It comes with you gotta add the rice though too. And the soup.
Oh, okay.
So it's a whole thing.
Alright, so on to the salad, bro. I'm gonna just put NA over here, bro. Or any greens dish.
Black eyed peas salad.
Yo, potato salad. That's what I had. Potato salad. Potato salad.
Hey, wait, so beans don't count, bro? That's a salad.
What? No, beans count.
We have
salad.
We got
fried beans.
We have salads in African culture, but like none of it is like a memorable salad. People make it up. Like when I went to Sierra Leone, niggas like gave me eggs, ketchup, beans, and lettuce in the salad. I was like, yo, that's a salad. So it was fire, bro. Don't sleep, bro. It was decent. Yeah, it was decent. But I was like, yo, it's not. So niggas just make it up. So I'm just gonna put a dash there, bro. It's a we get our greens from other dishes, huh?
You made any kind of salad.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no named salad that I could go like, yeah, that one. It's like everyone, like, they just put boiled eggs and some lettuce, and that's a salad for them every time, and they just put some random sauce on top.
I was low-key thinking, would you be able to claim dressing as a salad?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You talking about dressing stuff?
No, I'm not gonna. No, you're not gonna. Of course, I can't count on you. But no.
He said, oh yeah.
Dressed in a salad. Is it
That's
delicious?
crazy.
Of course.
If we ain't
As a
got-
salad?
If
No.
we ain't got no side dish, bro, it really do get ate like salad. You can don't just eat greens by itself or dressing. You eat it with some meat. It's definitely the salad of black people.
Oh.
The orange. Oh my god.
The
To
only
make
thing-
dressing, you gotta have the effing broth of a turkey. You tell me
Yeah.
like you go origin a salad from the broth of a
It's
turkey?
called Caesar salad. It's salad with some chicken
I'm
in it.
done.
Damn.
Actually, it's incomplete. You gotta come back. That's my last food to discover.
No salad.
You got
You got one too?
You got discovered.
I got a hyphen there
So
too.
all we
I
got-
got a hyphen on drink too on the low.
All we got on our
Oh,
joint
man.
black thing is just for salad is potato salad. That's all you get.
Yeah, potato
You
salad I
eat
got.
that
I'm
shit
down with potato salad.
I
That's
mean,
That
good.
shit too, yo.
Alright, I've ate it before, but it's not. You never gonna see that at parties.
I'm saying that shit too.
Co-signed by the island.
The island stamp of approval.
But we just like, no, Africa, they ain't got no salad.
Hey, bro, y'all did that.
We on the
Y'all did that to Rami. Y'all literally ran up on the ramen pack and just like, white niggas on the
no, bro. We added our own season. We added our own season.
The Japanese was like, what they do with all this ramen pack?
It goes some very traditional black ramen.
But it's only like they lowest bread or whatever y'all grabbing. Y'all not grabbing no other bread. So like they taking all the top ramen packets. Like, why is he doing that?
No, bro, Maru-chan, bro. It's only Maru-chan, bro. If it ain't in the orange packet, we ain't gonna touch it.
Oh, alright, so the dessert.
Nah.
Y'all got a lot on that
Okay,
list.
yeah, low
We don't
key, that was
really-
actually
Banana
kind of
pudding, I
tough for me.
submit banana pudding.
I feel like somebody was gonna say
Yeah,
that.
No, y'all leave it like that. Stop it.
I don't know,
I
man.
put peach cobbler on, man.
That's a respectable peach cobbler. That's in every cookout.
I had sweet potato pie.
Only if somebody grandma there. That's a stipulation.
Right,
If
yeah,
you don't cook it,
Oh,
grandma,
black cookout. You already have a grandma there. Like, excuse me?
Yo, if your grandma not at the store with you, you can't get that sweet potato pie.
You make it seem like she's not always there, though.
What about
I mean-
Patty's though?
Wait, who?
Patty LaBelle, she made the sweet potato pie.
Yeah, but she officially everybody grandma.
That's what I'm saying. So if you bring a patty one, then you okay. That's accepted to the rule. Yeah.
Yeah, actually put a beef patty as my appetizer.
Now, I was thinking that too because we got meat pie, but I was like, I don't know where this would fit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me just
I might
say
put it as a
something.
salad.
Yeah.
I might put that shit
Let me
as a
just
salad.
say something. Let me just say something for the white viewers though. Do not get sweet potato pie mixed with pumpkin pie,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's
disrespectful.
different.
but they are not the same.
Oh,
They're-
really not?
they're-
Oh, no.
Oh, you actually almost had
You
me.
actually lost that.
You almost had me for a second.
You on the ban list, bro. You can't get to it. If you ask for pumpkin pie, you can't.
One thing that I haven't learned so far, we're not done yet, but like, I might have to replace that salad dish with another. I just don't think
Another
we
salad.
really got like a salad dish for real. I might transform that to something else, like 2 appetizers, because I think I got 2 snacks, and I want to take that
That
meat
makes
pie
sense.
thing.
No, I already called beef patty. But
I mean, yeah, just we call it meat pie. It's a different thing.
yeah, because Toriko, they shit wasn't really salads.
Yeah.
This shit was just random like meat. They
For
call
real?
that shit a salad. Whatever they want.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
potato
I might,
salad.
I might transform it into extra side. That's what I'm gonna say.
What
It's
is
just a
a
little
salad?
thing you put on the
Yeah,
side.
exactly.
If not something you just
A
call a
salad
salad.
is a mixture of different items with some type of I think
Oh, that's meat pie then, for sure.
Oh, that's
You
dressing.
mix a bunch of shit in there.
That's dressing.
Based on that
Make that
definition.
shit up, bro. Yeah,
Fine.
a mixture of a bunch
Fine.
of different items. Yeah, bro.
God damn.
I either got meat pie on that list or fuck. Yeah,
Hey,
that's the
when
only
it
one.
gets a drink, don't even try and disrespect us. Y'all know we got it.
I don't have a drink.
So don't
I know
nobody
y'all
call
got
it.
it. I don't know if I got a drink.
Okay, cool.
I got an alcoholic drink, but like,
Hell, you make great months. How alcohol is it?
oh, I guess, but like, I don't drink that.
No.
it got
I thought it.
Oh, wait,
Not
time
on
out.
mine.
Is that how we're interpreting
You
this?
have
No,
to.
no, no, no.
Kool-Aid, fuck with me.
No. All right. So y'all said what? What y'all say for dessert? Because I didn't get mine
We
yet.
said hell.
Grape crush
Yeah,
soda.
they got shit.
Oh, he has great
Alright.
first though.
We
We
got
got a couple of different
sweet
ones.
potato pie, banana pudding, peach cobbler.
Yeah.
That's the tip of the
We got a couple different ones. Hard because I'm leaning against my favorite. So
Niggas stay big in our culture.
I'm gonna just throw 3 out there for the Africans out there. You pick which one's your favorite. So we got cake, but we don't eat that as a dessert really. But it's like a fried sweet ball. We got pop, which is like a rice thing, a rice soupy thing, and then basi, which is like tapioca pudding basically. and that's it. And then from y'all Africans that watch this, y'all pick whatever y'all favorite is. One of them three is dessert. Pop is my favorite, so I'm gonna put it down. But those three are all eat. Cake is like eating across West Africa, so everybody eats that. So I would argue that
cake?
it's it's like this fried dough ball. It's basically like a donut, but it's eaten like all across. It's a beignet basically, but like it tastes a little bit
I
different.
don't know what a beignet is.
It's a New Orleans fried dough
You gotta
ball.
go to New Orleans.
Yeah,
That's just
I don't go lower than the Mason Dixon line. Bro.
damn.
You can find it in Chicago Sumo.
Yeah, but it's basically a beignet. So, but that's eaten all across West Africa, so that could be it too.
For me, I got duff, any kind of duff, guava duff, like any kind of fruit duff.
What the fuck is that? What's a duff?
I don't know how to make this shit. I don't know what's in it.
No, what does it look like though?
It's like it's kind of like a dough kind of, like a little wrap almost, with like some kind of fruit inside it, and you put like a little sauce, a little sweet sauce over it. Just good as fuck.
So you call it a duff, and then you just put it with different fruit things.
Yeah,
but guava is like the most popular, or like the regular.
Where I'm from, at least, I don't know where they.
Oh, okay.
Put any kind of fruit they want. The fruits count as dessert.
It depends. I feel like you gotta do something special with it.
I mean, I guess for some healthy niggas it do.
No,
True.
Yep. I'm gonna claim mangoes. I love mangoes.
No, I don't know if you can claim it.
Yeah,
You got some
I know you can claim that, nigga. You got the
You just claim that for the Caribbean, bro.
That nigga like bananas.
Wow.
Oxygen.
Any dessert with coconuts in it, I claim that bitch too.
Any dessert with coconuts in it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So coconut macaroons, that's you.
No.
Oh my god.
He said anything with
Y'all
coconut.
niggas made all
Good ones.
He said niggas claim everything is going stabbing everything with coconut.
Mexican coconut. No, if we season it up, bro, it's us.
Yeah, we throw extra sugar in that.
No, you like God make that shit. You like, oh yeah, nigga. We took these mangoes.
Sugar cane, nigga.
What?
Sugar cane.
That's a whole power.
This nigga just claiming race. The earth, nigga. That's us.
Anything that you eat, that's
Do it across the ground, Caribbean. That's it, man. Put it on the full course.
Oh my god.
I mean, low key.
Ice cubes.
Okay, I think freezers were invented in the
Get the fuck out of here. Alright, last one is a drink.
Oh, I'm so done.
Oh, we automatically got Kool-Aid. I think a black nigga invented it, bro. The Kool-Aid man black.
See, I was going to do that, but to protect the culture, I wasn't going to do that.
Why is that playing as fuck?
I'm not gonna lie. There was a certain white person that was visiting our house, and we got that Kool-Aid right there, and I was gonna make some. And then she was surprised that I put sugar in there. And I was like, so you just make your Kool-Aid with the package thing?
Don't bring it up.
And she like, yeah.
He like,
I see. Don't bring it up. Leave me alone, man. Leave me out of this.
There's some niggas out here.
I did
really
once.
just put the package. It tastes like flavored water.
No, it tastes like salt, bro. It tastes like salt. Not that I would know or anything, but like from what I heard, it tastes like salt.
Do you put the water in first?
Hell no.
Or the sugar and the powder?
You gotta put the powder in
Yes,
first.
right.
It's incorrect. Caribbean person goes
Bro, they get some
Is that y'all drink? Is that y'all drink? Y'all claiming that now too?
No,
I'm just saying, we make this shit.
They still mangoes now. They trying to take Kool-Aid from y'all, bro. Fuck them, man.
Bro, we eat all those.
yeah, you feel me?
These Caribbeans out here fucking shapeshifters trying to take each college food, bro. They hopping in the African Americans like, hey, let me get that off the table. Now they going after. They like, yo, let me get the mangoes real quick.
Oh,
I love you, the nitro over here, man.
They can race for a while, bro.
Yo, brother, the nitro, dude.
Oh, for real? Y'all the nitro for real, bro. That is,
Nah, so
what
low-key,
y'all drink?
I was gonna say Coca-Cola. I
Coca-Cola?
could not. I was actually low-key talking to my mom about this. Saying both
No,
of
it's
the people,
Coca-Cola.
like just straight up Coca-Cola, like Coke, like just the soda. Me and my mom both noticed that more black people that we know drink Coke, white people drink Pepsi. And it was just a
No, I
trend.
mean, actually, I fuck with Coke only. I can't do that.
So we were just like, yo. I was going to obviously put Kool-Aid, but to help us out, I wasn't. But it's too late now. So it's Kool-Aid and Coca-Cola.
You agree with those sentiments?
Any Hennessy mixed drink is
anything special on the West Side, Gramps?
Them niggas drink water.
Niggas drink mild sauce and water.
That's like the Chicago food course. Chicago food course had to have mild sauce somewhere on there. Yeah. Chicken with mild sauce, yeah. Dessert and some cake with some mild sauce poured up on top. Yeah. It's that one cake at the Sharks that you like, damn, I'm kind of hungry, so like, let me get that. Mm-hmm. But I know that's been sitting out there for a while.
So, this nigga.
But yeah, for drink for me. Oh, yeah, my bad. Go ahead, Gramps. What you say for your drink?
No, I had said that Kool-Aid was too obvious, so I went with grape crust soda.
That's racist, bro.
He said grape crust soda. He said watermelon cubes. Lightly salted. I like how we progressing as a race, and this nigga said lightly salted watermelon cubes. We better than that. He gonna add cheese to them next year, bro. For a drink, I feel like we don't have a known one, but like the one for the West Side, the one that everyone drinks is alcoholic. It's called palm wine. It's like a rum that they make from like the palm trees over there. So I'm gonna just call that our drink. But we don't have any. Like even when I went there, I don't know. There was nothing unique to us, unless you call like pop a drink because you kind of drink
sack of water.
Huh?
You was talking about that.
No, see, I was gonna say water, but then I was like, that's bad because Africa got a water shortage.
Oh,
so like, if anything, it can be water because that's the shit that's running away from us right now.
Damn.
I'm trying to find clean water. That's what I was gonna. National drink, bro.
Damn.
That's why it's so important. That's why it's so scarce. It's so important.
We drink so much of it. Yeah.
I got two though. I got rum punch, and then I got like daiquiris on mine.
Daiquiris are y'all?
Yes.
Yeah, that was way out there.
Yeah.
Dang. You like I thought it was like a French thing or something. I don't know anything about a daiquiri, bro.
No, that's legit.
Yeah, alright, I guess y'all niggas done made something.
Yeah. We might have to do like a Chicago one of this next time, but
y'all can't put jerk chicken.
Yeah, the jerk chicken wasn't good. That's fine. Plantains. That's the nobody's tried it.
We can't do. I don't know about the plantains.
That's fine. But when y'all try all of it, y'all know it's better than everything y'all got.
I'm hungry today. I'm ordering from an African place. Bro.
Oh, don't do that.
Is it one
you gotta like. You gotta filter that out.
It's hella African.
There's semis, which is Nigerian, but like my Nigerian food is.
I'm ordering
from
East Africa though.
Huh? Oh, East Africa is not going to count as African food. Like, each part, that's why I kept saying West. Like, West has, like, a cuisine that's similar across. East is more Arab influence, so it's like the food is completely different. South African, I don't think is anywhere similar to ours. It's like West, some Central is like the same, and then South African is a little, I think it's still different.
The blacks.
I think it's still different.
You said what?
No, I said the South African blacks probably similar to the West African.
Or maybe like the fact that they use meat, but I think the seasonings are a bit different because they still have like the white influence in their food over the years, like the Dutch being there and all that stuff. Yeah, because even Nigerians, they have a thing called Scotch egg. That's like an Eastern European influence. Like,
yeah, I mean, they can have stuff dishes, but I'm saying in general, I'm sure they still have like some kind of jollof rice. You don't think so? No,
I don't think so. I think that's a white, like that started in Ghana. That's like a West African thing. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that's the full course from each of the different types of black.
That's all gonna be on our one United Black People's list.
We gotta start having debates on who's just going. That top ramen gotta go, bro. That's not even ours. That's not even,
bro. Our people find
that's not even ours.
Culturally different.
Chicken noodle soup can stay, I guess. Is it a specific brand or y'all make it from scratch? Every time.
That's the base, bro. But all the after the fixings is different.
But I'm talking about chicken noodle soup, though. Is that from scratch, or are you talking about like Campbell's chicken noodle?
Depending on who make it.
Oh, okay. Well, damn.
Some niggas make it from scratch, some don't.
Wow.
But if the ramen gotta go, the rice gotta go. Whatever.
Who?
From you.
What?
Stop,
bro. You can't take. That's like taking our whole culture away. That's like identity gone.
So it's taking away.
Do you take someone else's identity? No, bro. Every painted and black thing on that motherfucker. Like, what are you talking about? That's completely different.
No.
It's the soup anyways. I don't give a fuck. We really gotta do is find a fucking salad. Because black people gotta find a salad, bro. We gotta make one up or something, bro. Just throw some chicken on some greens. Throw some jerk chicken on some greens.
And we good.
Put a ramen noodle on top.
Yeah.
And then we good. That represents Taco, bro. Alright. So that was that. Let's move on to these manga highlights. Let's go ahead and flame Deku ass. Oh no, not Deku. Netta. Time to flame that.
Oh. Bruh. Can I just say that
his eyes grayed out.
I literally laughed for 5 minutes straight.
Oh, I thought the other guy got uppercut by the...
No, he got uppercut by Ass Girl later. He first uppercutted Netta, and then he got...
He literally got smacked. Literally got smacked.
Yo, man, smacked the shit out that motherfucker.
That can't be like an L from the nigga, right?
No. It's Team 1.
No, but that's what makes it funnier though. It was completely unnecessary.
That ain't true. They really didn't need to knock that nigga out. Yeah, no, you don't see that shit? Grayed his eyes out, bro.
That's because of the quirk.
I didn't even know this nigga had. He said it's because of the quirk.
It is.
All right. I only come out as that big of an L though.
Yeah. It's not an L.
Go back. Like, look. It looked like she's out of it too almost. Her ass came back next chapter. Uppercutted somebody.
Yeah,
I mean, but again,
he's still out there. I think they captured him.
Yeah, they got no. He was holding him he was holding him. I think, and then she.
Now he's about to get captured.
Grape juice didn't do
he didn't.
He got gas.
He got. What you mean? Literally, the last chapter, he was going hard.
Right.
My nigga can't be perfect. Man, he almost Jesus. He ain't Jesus.
Wow.
Stop.
But no, yeah, we gotta put way more respect on Monoma name, bro. Even though he come off as a villain, he still sacrificed himself.
Who respect on Uraraka's name?
No,
Yeah, her too.
No, she didn't.
The done that martial arts shit?
Sakura needs to take notes, bro.
Because
Uraraka knocked out
she
like
got
what? 2-3 guys?
She karate chopped
Karate chopped one kid and then used effing Grape Juice's quirk better than Grape Juice and actually stuck what's her face to the balls to get her out of commission.
So that's more respect on Grape Juice.
You mean more respect on Uraraka for using Grape Juice's quirk better than he did.
For using such a shitty quirk.
Who used it better though just now?
Him. He set it up. He calculated all of that ahead of time.
Wow. Even that shirt. When
my nigga bounced into them titties, he was on some white shit.
Monoma got captured, but because of him, like, Deku ass ended up like hitting the face or whatever, you know?
Right, and didn't really do nothing though, if you think about it.
It almost did.
He thought it was.
Almost.
No, if the other guy was better, he would have.
I mean, I don't want to go out. I want to go out the way to say Shinso got shot.
Yeah, so it's on him.
Shinso was a bit disappointed by not being
a fucking bum.
I don't know.
Everyone really put in that work, bro. That's all I can say.
That's a little tough. I mean,
yeah, he did.
No, Monoma. Mineta did work last chapter. He got his 2019 respect, and then lost it afterwards. But
no,
he might come. Okay, he didn't lose it, but it's like getting a +5 and then a -1.
Okay, yeah, he's still on 4.
Maybe -2 or 3.
4.
But
4 points. But then Rocket got like a +10.
True.
Deku got like a +10.
She was the MVP of this battle.
Deku was at the same. He had a 4 right now because he couldn't use that power. Which I thought was stupid. It was like all that setup, and then he's like, "Oh, looks like you can't use it till I fully mastered all 4." I'm like, so why are we introducing this concept?
I think that nigga, the writer of this, was looking on the internet. The niggas is not feeling that. Nigga was like, bro, what? And then he was like, damn. Alright. Because all of this shit was right towards like, yeah, he about to get a new quirk today. Then that nigga looked on it and I was like, nah, he not.
I think a lot of these writers do it.
Do you think it's going to be true for all quirks or just this one? Where he can't use it until he has max power?
Mm-hmm. I feel like it's going to be a trend.
I personally feel like he's going to still use it. If he's not going to still use it, he's going to be able to use another quirk.
Well, yeah, I mean, like he has a statement where he thinks he can only use it at 8%. So the point is that he's still going to use it soon, just not as strong as what he was trying to.
Yeah, he's going to use it for what he did to block, how he blocked those tanks or whatever.
Yeah,
to use it for simple shit like that, I guess.
Where he not whipping nobody.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did give. I mean, like, it wasn't a lot, but they did give a little bit more big ups to Monoma.
Yeah,
like utilizing the 3/4 quirks, and actually that was a big point about it being active, even if he switches quirks midway. That's actually a big deal.
I'm like, doesn't that mean? Didn't that kind of reveal that if he does take off one's power, then it works?
Right, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah,
like
so
low-key, that kind of supports our theory.
Yeah, if he was able to fully like take
it
and take off ones and give it away, he said that the effect still lasts, so he would actually be able to like beat that nigga.
This is also a little scary because if the effect still lasts, then arguably he could still be stockpiling energy. Like that nigga could still have one for all stockpiling energy.
Ooh, that nigga be wrong.
That nigga come through. I am here.
But the thing is, like, if it is true, then it's still only like maybe he can amplify it because he has the ability to still powers, so he can like make the growth happen faster. But if that's not true, then he's just like the first user all for one, so not special.
Yeah.
Another thing is that though they didn't say whether or not it'll stay after his time limit's over. It only said when he switches it off.
So I think they did say
I don't think they mentioned the time limit, just that when he can only activate one quirk at a time, even though he can hold 3 at a time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So he said when he activates one of his 3 that he has, the other one that's been activated beforehand is still in play. But they didn't say after the time limit whether it's still in play. So they could probably they can use that flexibility to go on or off.
Other than the ones that directly affect the human body, they tend to remain. For example, once I make the nut bigger, even if I activate another quirk, the nut will remain enlarged.
Right. So the question is whether that'll still be enlarged after the time limit, which they didn't say for sure or not, so they can use that for flexibility later.
I assumed it would, but yeah, I don't know.
They also try to curb it there by, and other than ones that directly affect the human body.
Yeah, so
which would be giving a quirk, right? That would be a direct effect on the human body.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
When they say human body, I think they meant like, what's the rock guy?
Oh, like if he had the mushroom chick's quirk.
Yeah,
and sprouted, she starts sprouting mushrooms.
Or Red Riot quirk.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh, okay.
That physically affects the human body.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, that's unpacked. This is finally over, so I wonder
where it's going to be heading now.
Next. Where are we going? Hopefully the overhaul. Maybe that nigga's still alive.
Who? That guy. Who?
No. Because I would think... I mean, now that this is done, what the fuck is next?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like they might go back...
I think it went too slow.
I mean, I think it's going to go back focus to, whatchamacallit? One for all. Not one for all. All for one. And the jail possible breakout or something like that. Because they were talking about that midway, so I feel like they could...
It's going to be a while, though. It's going to be
think so?
I mean, we still got to unpack the Shinzo stuff,
Yeah, and then that
what's going to happen to him?
Team Class 1.
Oh, true.
All the other shit.
I feel like they're all going to get a spot. I mean,
and kick somebody out, right?
I honestly don't see that happening, to be honest.
Oh, I thought he's replacing somebody.
No, I think he's just going to take the spot.
Bless you.
Personally, but, yeah, I mean, even if he in there and he tries to make the statement like he's the big dog, he's not. He's proven it now. Like, I mean, he's not. That power's OP, bless you, but...
Who thought he was the big dog?
Well, I felt like they were trying to set it up so that if he comes into Class 1A, he's now the 4th contender with Bakugo, Tobidori, and Deku as far as the greatest Shinzo, but he's not.
Oh, I didn't.
In my opinion,
I didn't see that though, to be honest.
The way he was using a razor head, I'm like, damn, you got a whole flashback talking about how this nigga trained you, like you had some type of potential with the shit, and you just get dropped. It felt like a Red Riot thing to me.
Though.
Huh?
I think it's kind of realistic, and just like with the Red Riot thing, it's very realistic. Like, oh yeah, your speech is cool, but this nigga a pro villain. Like, oh, your speech is cool, but these niggas legitimately been banging on villains for a year. True. You still about to get work, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's really
damn Razorhead. Well,
Razorhead's power better.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, you just got to look at it.
Right.
That's the biggest problem with Shinso's power. As soon as someone knows about it, all they gotta do is just not talk.
Yeah, but he gotta be a racer. That's why it was great that he lined up with a Razorhead, because Razorhead is the same nigga. Once you know that that's what that nigga power is, your goal is don't have him look at me. It's not as easy to do. Yeah, it's not as easy to do, but it's still they still can't have too many people knowing about Eraserhead's quirk. That's the whole thing. Like, even when he popped up, they were still like, ooh, who's that nigga? And they was like, oh, it's Eraserhead. And then he even still had, like, that ability of just like, oh, I can, like, put that shit on you and leave. That was like, oh, I'm sure no one knows about that fucking shit. And I think Shinso has to follow the same thing. Like, they gotta use that nigga on some covert shit. Like, oh, hey, he just in the background. And he's, hey, what's up? Huh? Who said that? Got him.
God.
And they don't even show that nigga face.
Yeah, he can't fight niggas twice.
Pretty much.
Oh, no.
I don't think so.
They're never gonna respond. Like, he has to find a way around that, though. There's gotta be a way around it.
Here's what I think, like, this is not like American superheroes. Niggas are very specific. They're like, oh, it's a group of niggas, or like, oh, this is a organized thing. Like, they showed already, his biggest threat is to organization. Like, oh, you can't talk around this nigga even to your niggas, or you fuck.
Oh, that's
so
true.
just like, all right, Shinso takes down organized crime. That's what he do. He get fuck niggas over. Because if he try and box a nigga that don't have a partner,
yeah,
like, what? I don't need to talk, nigga. I was just about to beat you the fuck up.
That's true.
I'm like, now you choosing to die, bro.
Yeah. All right. On to we can do Promised Neverland real quick.
Oh, this was easy.
Yeah.
Because
it looks like that nigga Norman want to be the main character now.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to get that shit up.
Right.
You ain't got an option.
That was something eerie about the whole episode. It seemed like maybe it was like the whole thing was fake or something, like it was the real Norman or something or whatever. Something seemed off about the episode.
I agree with you.
Go ahead.
No, I agree with you with that weird feeling, but I feel like that weird feeling to me was just like they're setting up to get got. You know what I mean? Like, all this just seems way too good to be true kind of scenario, you know? Right. Everyone meets back up, super happy. They found this base that's practically, like, a town. That's still like, kind of getting to me by itself. But anyways, they pretty much have, like, this sweet setup, got this awesome plan that, you know, on the surface sounds, okay, plausible, maybe. But at the same time, you know demons ain't just gonna get got to get got. So I feel like something bad's about to happen. Yeah. That's the feeling I got from this.
My thing is, like, why was you not thinking about Phil at that point? Like, because to me, it's like, at this point, you have a military force. You guys have been freeing, like, these super special ones, which I'm thinking have way more quality on, like, the defense and shit. Like, why wouldn't you just run up on Grace?
That was just the first one, though. I don't think they got a lot of
I thought Jin and Hayato were, they weren't with, I don't think they were with, Norman. They freed one of those facilities. Like, they said the first couple were, like, other Lambda facilities they've been freeing. That's why Jin was able to, like, run super fast or some shit like that. But, and now that explains that Ray thing, when it was because he got to him, like, way too fast. Like, when they were in the demon hideout or whatever, and then Jin just showed, he was like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, that makes sense now. But, yeah, honestly, I think, that, like, it's either going to go two ways. Either now she's going to use this force to at least free Phil, and then after that she's going to go, like, yeah, I don't think we should kill all these demons. Or
like from
before that happens, they're going to, like, leave Norman's group. Because, like, she got convinced by everybody else because everybody else was like, oh, yeah, like, let's just stay. So she was like, sure, but you saw her hesitation in the beginning. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I don't think she's with it all the way.
She's not.
I think she's going to fuck it up.
Nope.
So.
Yo.
Black Clover. We just got a bunch of battles set up here.
Pretty much.
There's not much besides. I mean, I'm interested to see Mary Leona fight.
True.
I don't give a fuck about Asa's fight.
No.
I don't know if Fuego Leon's fight is even going to be interesting. So
yeah, the ultimate shield. That was too random. Like, come on. Yeah. Like, I feel like it's too late in the game to be introducing the most randomest of random people.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, wait, you was a captain? I
who are you?
About that shit. Like, I
honestly had no idea who this kid is.
But I don't even know who Mary Leona going against. I'm like, who is
you don't remember him? That's that's the Beast Buddy who first went up against
the dude that
Asta and the squad.
Broke his arm?
I remember he broken his arm. But like he was the guy who had like the beast powers, like super strong, kind of a Kenpachi fight. That's it.
Word? Yeah. That nigga look, he lost hella weight.
No, he did. If you remember, like it was a few chapters back when they resurrected him. He was like a teenager along with that the chick who had Salamander at first. So
this shit gonna be lit then. That battle was
yeah,
gonna be lit. I got
that's
way
a
more
Kenpachi
excited
fight.
for that fight than I initially was. I was like, oh, this is interesting to see, but I don't know who the fuck that nigga is. And then now, oh shit, yeah, that's
no, it's like double Kenpachi about to fight.
Noel and the Angel chick. Oh yeah, this nigga, yeah, because he don't. I can see it like in the mouth, but you know what I mean. Like he looked like he lost a lot of fucking weight, bro. That nigga was swollen him up.
I think they brought him back like 10, 15 years younger, or something like that. They were trying to explain it. I don't know, it's weird, but I mean, like another point is that
might get dropped.
what's her face? The chick who like scouted out the entire squad,
Angel
pretty
chick?
much said that all of these elves are stronger than captains. So that's just to put more respect on anyone who wins is stronger than a captain.
Which is just Asta, really, because everyone else is captain level, more or less. Besides, Noel.
So here's my thing.
Jump to captain level.
Hear me out. What's the fucking point of this writer saying everybody, basically who BCs is stronger than the captain, but the captain's probably gonna beat them niggas too? Therefore, are you defining a captain's strength by saying this captain is stronger than the captain? You get what I'm saying? And it's like, but no, it don't work that way, my nigga. Like that. His power scaling is starting to get more confusing than Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah.
It's not to that level, but I just think he never drew the lines to begin with. It was just like, I think he was.
What?
Yeah, because now they're all this battle that they're having is like there's a couple of captains fighting. So if they win, he's saying it's confusing.
He's the captain. That fight guy's the captain.
Yeah, well, they said their magic is captain tier or above. I don't know if he's a captain or not. But
but what I'm saying is to say if somebody's captain tier or above. You feel me?
And a man.
But then if a captain drops them, that instantly goes to say now you are defining a captain's strength by defining a.
Here's how I put it. I've seen it more as mana than I am as combat ability.
Yeah.
I go I think they just this nigga got mana out the wazoo.
That's pretty much how they gauge everything in this world.
Yeah, and that's why royalty's always up there because it's them niggas got mana out the wazoo, but they still trash though. But except Noelle, obviously, because her shit is letting her pull out these god tier spells and shit. But
True.
I'm just I feel like what's happened later is that it's been confusing on when niggas power out. If that makes sense. If I'm a basic nigga, am I only able to use 2 spells and then I'm I pass out? Or is it something else? Because I'm just you got OP mana. Oh, you think it's weaker?
I think the actual attack is weaker.
That's probably true too. I don't know. I mean, it's tough considering. I mean, it's still a shonen manga, Yeah. As soon as you reach a limit, you reach another limit mid battle. You know what I mean? So
I don't know if I'm looking forward to a Nozzle fight either. On top of that, because he's here, so I don't know who he's gonna fight. I don't think this Fuego Leon fight is gonna be interesting. I think the only one I'm actually gonna give a fuck about is Mary Leona.
Same.
Maybe Noelle's, but she already has a new move, so I don't think she's not where she's gonna get another new one.
Oh, that's also I wanted to bring up too, low key.
Yeah,
because I mean, again, where the F is it's consistently chapter after chapter after chapter.
Looking at Lit shit in the face, I'm just waiting for these to come up.
I'm gonna walk you don't worry, I took care of it.
I'm done. You know how they walk? You want to walk in and he walk out and he just bump his shoulder. I already took care of him. Next.
Just be oh. I'm the Wizard King. They just keep walking.
I just don't know where they're gonna go after this. After they beat Lich, what is it? Are we just trying to figure out what's up in Asta? Is that what the
there's a whole magical world. They could talk about the across the ocean in the Sun Kingdom.
That's true.
You could talk about any of the other 4 adjacent or other 3 adjacent countries.
Well, I feel like that's perfect time for them niggas to run up though. Because I feel like some of them know, these niggas
that could be a good
cross right now.
Right, almost like a fairy tale, I guess, if you would, a little bit. Just being as soon as the battle's over, they forces just got insta-got, let's go take over.
Yeah,
that could be the segue to the next season.
You see the other kingdoms just pull up on some kingdom shit, time to drop y'all. Who?
The new cousin.
I don't think so.
Because they're going to heal these niggas immediately, bro.
Who?
They've been doing it the whole time. Where they just eat the girl clouds and they get healed.
She won't heal them, but most of their magic force is out. These niggas KO'd. You know what I mean?
I feel like they took out a lot of
the only people that aren't transferred are the battle force. You know what I mean? But there's still that's half their army, if that. That's probably a fourth of their army.
You know what I'm saying? They go Asuka going to hit all these niggas with the sword.
Yeah.
And then they gonna go back to normal.
No, but most of them got their ass beat first.
Yeah, and they gonna eat the cotton candy, bitch, and then they gonna be healed.
I guess. I don't know. I don't think it works like that for her.
I mean, I
She
feel like you only have like 2 guys that you're thinking of that could heal the entire country's army.
Yeah, healing. That's
what we're trying to say. Like, no matter how you look at it, they're about to be handicapped after all this is over.
Yeah.
So it's still the perfect time for another country to run up.
Yeah.
I mean, they got strong niggas in the other country.
Just because their emperor's gone.
That too? And they got strong niggas.
Yeah, dude, that's actually pretty big.
Oh, shit, yeah, and I don't even know who Yami fighting, matter of fact. I hope Yami gets another move, because this nigga shit is getting old, too. I have to put that out there. That, like, dimension slash shit is like, after he learned it, that nigga spams that shit all the fucking time.
I mean, his defense is OP.
It's OP.
It is.
Fuck.
It is, bro.
Hey, man, you trying to live too hard. I'm trying to kill these dudes.
I mean, it's a 1-hit KO, pretty much.
They just, the reusing of attacks in Black Clover is like, it get old quick to me. I think maybe if I watched it in the anime, I'd be like, oh, this cool, but like, and the thing is just like.
No, the anime's dope.
The anime wrong.
Huh?
Getsuga Tensho.
That's true.
Like,
that nigga did all that shit just to learn a new Getsuga Tensho.
Like,
whole half the series. Hey, I got
he's really worse than Naruto. Like, basically worst of all time.
Ooh.
Ichigo.
No, come on now.
What? They
bro,
got
come
one
on.
move for the
Worst main
entire
character of all
He's the
time?
worst. Japan got rid of that nigga. You was there, bro. And there ain't no Bleach merchandise in Japan.
Worst
Damn, for real?
all
Like,
time.
none nowhere?
Oh, that's
Like,
Damn.
This world's fat.
Yeah, he's big as fuck.
It is winter, though.
worst anime nigga of all time.
Bleach. And you know, I had a second person verify. A coworker of mine was going to Japan. I was like, hey, yo, check this out. Like, I don't think there's no Bleach shit there.
Yeah,
Nope.
She went. She's like, I couldn't find no Bleach shit either. If Japan don't fuck with Bleach,
Yeah, it's rap.
it's garbage.
That's huge, actually.
I give it to
I didn't know
I
that.
give it to him. It's tough. It's tough for me to say.
No
that.
Bleach merch anywhere.
That's crazy.
Bleach was my favorite.
For a
Not
top
even in the
anime
manga
for them to
shop.
have no merch at all? That's
At first,
crazy.
maybe.
No, Bleach was my favorite.
That's how it ended.
I mean, fuck.
Yeah,
You
I
still
was paying
find
more attention to
Gundam
Bleach
Wing
than
is
anything
Bleach
else.
is still your favorite?
Naruto. Yeah, I was.
Oh,
100%.
I can't
Bleach
take-
100%
take-
still
take-
your
take-
favorite?
It's not my favorite, but it was my favorite before that ended.
Yeah, bro.
Like, rooted
Yeah,
for it.
I don't even think I could have hung out with you if that was
I just
your
fucked with it more, man. I just like
It was
the
never
artwork.
top
I like
for
the
you?
blades.
Like,
It
never?
was, yeah.
I like
It's
the
like
characters.
first season or arc. I was like, damn, this show raw as fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it was like, wank. Thank you.
Oh, Kenpachi, Aizen, come on, man. They still there. The
Kenpachi
first
lit. You got it.
Genryu
Very
side, come
No,
on.
Kenpachi is trash.
As far as like a
All right,
cast,
I'm not even gonna start that right now. But no, you
as far as
That big ass dumbass axe.
who?
Kenpachi.
Come on, man.
That was trash.
It was incomplete.
It was trash.
It was
I'm
incomplete.
not even doing this
Y'all
right
niggas
now.
been waiting for this for how long?
But he got a fucking axe.
I'm not even
Look,
doing this
look
He
right
would
at
have
now.
that.
cut a rock in half.
Hey, bro, I just became more of me.
As far as the cast of characters go, I'm way more interested in their Shikai Bankais than any of the Naruto villages Kekkegengais. There's like maybe
I don't
3 or
even
4.
Hey,
There's maybe like 3 or
it's
4.
niggas out there that do crack
Wow.
instead of cocaine.
Huh?
I said there's niggas out there that do crack instead of cocaine.
Right, so the Naruto niggas are
we ain't never
crackheads.
said
Wow.
your choices were good choices.
Hey.
We just understand that no
Wow.
choices.
Yeah, they're not equivalent though. Every
Why are they not
character
equivalent?
has a like Shikai Bankai. Every character has another character against that.
Yeah, but they have a
Technically,
specialty.
but-
Kekkegengkai is a part of it. I just use that as like the
That's like
blanket
saying
term.
before you knew like how strong the first Hokage was. You wanted to know what they could do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
I don't get no
I want to know
fuck
what the
about
Zero
what they
Captain.
do.
You know,
No,
you
I'm
don't want to care
very
what the Zero Captain did.
Bro, after a while, I was just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I never in my life cared what Kenpachi
I think you just-
Bankai would be.
Oh, really?
I was just like,
Well,
oh,
that's
this
just-
anime.
I think people just saw it differently. I don't know what drew me to Bleach more than the other 3, but I was more drawn to Bleach
It's
than
the
the other
same
3.
shit that draw niggas to crack more than cocaine.
I guess
Wow.
so. It was more addictive.
Yeah,
It was more shit stronger, bro. I lost all my teeth to it. You know, but shit. I rode him till that ship crashed and burned. But
That's the quality.
Niggas really out here named Cornelius. That's all I was saying. If a nigga named Cornelius, bro, anything could be happening.
I'm sorry, but like, come on. I just wish the Naruto ending was worse. It's just not.
But
You
yeah,
wish it was worse?
Yeah, I wish it was worse, so I could argue that. But
I'm
I can't
gonna give
argue
you the
that point.
same shit argument all the Naruto fanboys give you. But did you see that Madara fight?
Oh, yeah,
when he bought all the niggas. That was the best thing ever in history.
There's a lot of cheap plot points with the Naruto ending, bro. Bringing back them dead niggas kind of bother me.
Yeah, they got niggas.
I thought that was cheap.
Yeah, it was bullshit. The whole Kabuto being a factor at all whatsoever was just like
he was with the time. Yeah.
True.
I mean, his only purpose was to bring Myra back, and then
Kabuto.
Yeah.
I didn't even feel like that was his purpose at first. It was like he had no purpose, and then the writer's like, "Shit, I gotta get it. This nigga's still alive."
No, he didn't have a purpose.
All right, here we go.
That was his thing.
Yeah, but I'm like, low-key, Orochimaru could have done that without being as creepy. I just don't think it put like I felt like that should have put the respect that he was like better than Orochimaru. But then like looking at Boruto, it's like no, he's not because he's still this nigga bitch. So like Orochimaru could have done that without the issues. He's still his subordinate in the new. Yeah, he is.
Oh,
he is. Go watch it. He's there. Like the story, the side story with Mitsuki or whatever. He's there. He's like one of the whatever scientists or whatever.
You know what would make my day?
He's still his bitch.
If at the end of all this Boruto shit, finally Kabuto was the nigga in charge. Like he was actually secretly puppeting everybody.
Wow.
I think for real that would like cause me to like fully disown Naruto. I walk away from it.
It's done at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, Naruto's already done. Boruto.
That's true.
I just stopped watching because I didn't want to torture myself no more. I was like, low key, sure. It looked like it would have been lit, but I was like, Naruto already got me.
I don't know if lit is a word to use. It's just like, did your nostalgia pull you in enough to want to keep watching? And it's like, nah. And the thing is, like, same thing with Bleach. I would have probably read a continuation manga. There is one, but I mean, like, following his kids. But
there's a continuation of Bleach?
Mm-hmm. There's an after story, but it's specifically focused on Hisagi and what he did. Like, Tozen did some shit when he died. Yeah.
That's how you
they just haven't like translated it, but it's almost done.
That's how you know it's true.
No, but apparently they actually like show way more things. Like you see Shinji's Bankai in there.
I get like there's more shit. That's how you know Bleach is trash.
Wow.
They didn't translate it.
It's not scanned. Yeah, I don't know how they've done it, but yeah, it's been going out.
Niggas translate for free now.
Yeah,
that's true.
So nigga was like, bro, you gotta pay me for this.
Yeah.
Wow.
But anyways, on to One Piece. No comments.
Well, I don't know Saki.
Wait, did you like not read it, or you just not talk about it?
Sanji shit was alright. It didn't bring me back to the Sanji fan
I ain't
base.
gonna lie, yeah, it was kind of sad about that.
Oh, he's invisible. And I was just pissed off. I was like, I don't even remember you saying that, honestly. Like, when he was like, I've always wanted to be invisible.
He did.
I know he said it, right? But, like, I don't remember it. No, I did. I went back and rewatched it. I went back and rewatched all of it.
Oh, okay.
I had skipped it, like, initially, but in college, I rewatched the whole thing.
Okay.
So I saw that Abba whatever shit.
Yeah.
But I just forgot it. Like, I was just like, oh, I guess you said that. You want to be invisible. But I'm like,
I remember that, clearly.
Sorry, gonna fight Shiryu now? Like, what is this? Like, what the fuck does this mean to me? Like, you gotta see if you can turn invisible.
Yeah, they could have. I feel like they could have did more with that. All they literally did was just enforce what he already had, which was like.
And also, I think once again, like, it's getting to the point where, like, I need to watch the anime to put the respect that Oda wants me to put on these scenes. Because I'm, like, seeing him fight the thing, and I'm assuming that, like, the damage Buddy did in his, like, half form was really great. But, like, I can't tell that from what I'm reading. So they were just like, oh, wow, this is the strength of, like, a mythical Zoan. I was just like, you knocked some buildings down, bro. Yep. Zoro did that, like, season 1. Like, you know what I mean? The blue, whatever. When that nigga learned how to cut steel. So,
yeah, I think Dragon Ball, like, in Dragon Ball, the creators always at the same size.
Yeah.
You know? Like, no matter how strong these niggas get, the power up is still the same.
Yeah.
Same creator size.
So as I'm looking at it, I'm just like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess like in the anime, I would like they would make this scene have like more hype. So I'm like, oh, he really is up there. But I was just kind of like, oh, it just seemed like he took some buildings down, like everyone does.
I pretty much got the same feeling.
Only good thing is that I did think it was gonna be like a really like Okama costume. I'm surprised it isn't.
Yeah, that's what I was looking to see. I was like, oh, you got it right.
I'm 100% surprised it's not. Like,
the biggest thing that confused me about the suit itself is that Law recognized it.
Yeah,
did anyone else think that was weird?
No,
like,
Sanji left when he was a kid. Who was wearing that shit?
I don't. Yeah,
right, like that's what I was thinking.
It might have been Judge's old suit.
I don't think anyone was wearing it because
he recognized it because he reads comic books about it. That's the
There's comics about it.
About
that. I mean, that's how people like you know
I didn't know that.
already. Like, because, like, you think about it. Sanji's brothers are the same age as he is, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, 20 years ago, they were still kids, but people know about the German 66 somehow. So I don't know if there are other people wearing the suits or maybe it's just the comics, but like
so was Judge with a group of old niggas, and then he like a previous Power Ranger, and then he just was like, well now my kids, I'm gonna just have them inherit that shit.
That makes a lot more sense.
In the first place,
this plot points they're never gonna explore. I don't even want to dive deep into that bullshit. They're never gonna explore this plot point because they don't fuck about Sanji. So like, I'm not even gonna talk about it.
Damn,
best of luck to you, Sanji, with the stuff black suit. We'll never see your brothers and sisters again.
Yeah, it is right. But the whole invisible thing is dumb. Like, I mean, like, I don't. It's just
he can be covert.
Oh, okay.
You can sneak up behind Kaido and get drunk.
It won't help you.
Kaido behind you, bro.
Stop. You don't one-shot Kaido.
Something behind me?
Live reenactment of Sanji getting dropped. And then he just gonna turn invisible as he did. Just you can't see me. Y'all niggas can't see me. Yeah, maybe he'll find all
anti-hockey suit.
Huh?
The anti-hocky suit.
Now that'd be lit. Lit would be an understatement, bro. Like
that would actually put like him on an even playing field with some niggas.
Yeah,
like actually though.
Hit me up for the ideas.
Yeah. Supposedly he was saying that he wants Frankie and Usopp to power up his.
Yes. Thanks for reminding me about that.
Wait, what?
That was the biggest highlight. No, that was the biggest highlight. He said, I want Frankie and Usopp to upgrade the suit. That's gonna be lit, bro. Climate Tech is lit.
To redesign outfit.
Climate Tech stole a Yonko's cloud.
Y'all get their powers, nigga. This redesign how it looks.
No, I'm sure they'll upgrade it. They always do. The Climate Tech got upgraded like 2 times, bro. Stop sleeping.
But he said redesign it. That's what he said.
They're gonna upgrade it. Also, it could have been translated differently. I'm gonna blame it on translation errors. So there you go. Done. So no, thanks for bringing that up, Grace. I totally forgot about that. That was a highlight because at least one of my favorite characters can get some more shine again. So
no.
Usopp redesigning that, and then Frankie making up some like nice little tech enhancements to that. I think that could be legit. That could be lit if they pull that out at the right time. Huh?
You said he would do tech hands?
Tech enhancements.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like Robin got caught by the Oniwaban group.
Oh, them niggas look like they ready. You see that fat ninja on the wall?
Yeah.
I was like, that nigga's about to be funny. He's gonna be a corny, funny ass thing. Because he, first of all, I was like, how you get on that wall? I'm sure he's gonna be like the silentest one of all of them. So they're gonna be like, he's just gonna be popping up randomly. Like, this big ass nigga is like too crazy. But I don't know how Raizo's gonna do with them. Because I feel like Raizo is gonna be groomed to fight. Maybe 1 or 2 of them. Because he's like, a ninja himself.
Right, that was the question I was thinking about. Is that I was trying to...
Them.
What?
Raizo's cool. Raizo's like part of them. I small ninjas know each other and they cool.
No, these niggas evil.
Oniwaban...
They're part of...
Oniwaban, like, even, like, historically, he's always just been loyal to the Shogun, period.
Yeah, so
like, just period. The one thing I was thinking of, though, is that during all this happening, if they find out that Oroshi's not the legit Shogun, they're gonna flip.
But I'm saying, was there anything? Of course, they're definitely going to be on the side of the Strawhats, I think. Like,
you think so?
Yeah,
I think so, too.
But I'm saying, like, did they say that they're actually against evil or whatever?
No, but they're with the Shogun.
Right.
How do you know?
They said it on their, like, title. They said, loyal to the Shogun.
Yeah. Right.
So, but somehow they're going to switch over to the other side.
I feel like at some point
that shouldn't be funny. It was just funny how they pulled up on her ass, though. She was just like...
Like, for her to not notice any of them, that was actually kind of crazy.
Like 20 niggas, bro.
Yeah. I think that's impressive, actually.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's secret if I have, like, personal
She really thought she was like, look, all these niggas running up on her, bro. And this one looked like she petty, too. She might be fucked up. He gonna be a beast. These are some big ass niggas.
Yeah, Raleigh, she never showed emotion.
Yeah.
So that's how you know they
He said, where they come from?
They got her fucked up. That's the spot they on the secret.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna be the funniest one. One icon on the ceiling. He's silent as hell. Yeah, I don't know. This nigga on a whale over here or on a carp. They look like a carp. This motherfucker, like, yeah, they gonna be an interesting cast of characters. I don't know if I'm gonna want to see all of their side fights like they love to do in One Piece, but it was funny to see them.
Yeah.
That was like the only other highlight, right?
Well, the biggest one, Big Mom.
Oh, yeah, that stupid amnesia shit.
I don't know.
Did everyone else think that was a stupid plot point, or was it just me?
I felt that was completely unnecessary. I don't even know what they're gonna...
People are saying they think it happened because Do you think she was supposed to lose her memory in whole cake? They thought Pudding was supposed to fuck with her memory. But Oda saw people talking about it online, and so he said, "Nah, y'all ain't gonna You're not gonna predict my shit. We changed it,
bro.
It's funny what happened.
What they can do from here, though, is that since she did get amnesia, she's actually going to get her memories back at some point. So they're probably going to showcase her actually eating her old squad, which I think is going to be interesting.
Damn.
Going to be like, oh man, I remember I actually killed my mom. It wasn't, they didn't leave.
What I will say is, how lucky is her big ass that she was able to just get washed up on a sword like that? Because she's definitely sunk.
I mean, that happened to Luffy too.
He got washed up on a sword?
Yeah.
When?
Like that?
I'm there. When?
Because he fell off. He was on the boat with them, and he fell
He
off.
was in a whirlpool.
Yeah, and he ended up on the beach somehow.
Oh.
So I guess they just spit you out on the beach.
Damn.
Lucky him.
I mean, granted, he didn't get it.
You know, fat floats.
Yeah.
But
You said fat floats?
Where is the rest of the crew?
Because it definitely like her ass was sinking, fam.
Because that was the initial fall.
I mean, bodies don't float until like water actually fills
up
up the lungs, I thought, or something like
I mean, if
that.
you jump in the water, the acceleration going to take you down. You're going to float back up.
Can I lean on black stereotypes and say I don't know how to swim?
Damn.
It's not
No, that's just you, bro.
I don't know how water works.
Don't she got a devil fruit?
Who?
Shouldn't she just sink?
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying.
I think that was part of. I mean, that's going to be probably his reasoning for the amnesia too.
Because that nigga Jack just like fell to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, but Luffy had a devil fruit too, but he just washed it on shore.
Yeah, I don't know how they did it, but he lighter than her, so that's why I was like, oh, okay, maybe that makes sense here. That's a big ass wave. And you said it was a whirlpool he fell in, so I'm like, oh, waves already moving around. He might have tossed that nigga, and he went there. But like Big Mom, that's a big motherfucker. He just fell off a waterfall. That's all. But shit, I don't know.
I mean, that's not the problem I have with it. The memory thing is what I'm like.
Well, the memory thing is
that's the biggest annoyance. It's just like, okay, so now she's gonna do a bunch of stupid shit, fight Kaido.
Yeah, so just a cop out for them to escape.
True.
Yeah, to have her help this
now they gonna befriend her. She gonna be friends with them.
Yeah. Dumbass.
Big Mom gonna fight Kaido. Kaido probably gonna beat her because she don't remember how to fight fully.
He gonna beat her memory back.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah. Fuck them Strawhats. And then
they gonna escape somehow too. And then she gonna get her memory back.
Oh shit! Sanji, it's the year of Sanji, bro.
What?
This nigga gonna turn them all invisible. Them niggas gonna walk to the ship and roll out, bro. That's it. We done. Nah, man. I think Sanji's invisible power about to come into play, bro.
And then they gonna see Big Mom again on
they have to
Live and fight her.
Oh, I hope Usopp
wait, time out. Wait, why do you think they have to beat Kaido? No, Graham said that they have to beat Kaido. I'm curious why, like, they have to beat Kaido.
I mean, that's what Luffy said.
That's what Luffy's plan, though.
Yeah.
He didn't go to Big Mom's territory to beat her. He only went over there to get Sanji back. He was specifically told her, after I go over there and beat Kaido's ass, I'm gonna come back for you. Mm. So he's literally going over there. What's the goal to
so Big Mom and Kaido gonna fight until Kaido's like weekend, and then Luffy gonna show up.
Real question: where that nigga Jinbei?
I mean, Luffy still ain't gonna do bad stuff. He gonna still have a whole game.
Oh, wow.
Where that nigga Jinbei at?
Dead somewhere?
No, he can't.
Oh, he in the sea somewhere with his homies.
No, because he fought them off. He held them off until he did.
They escaped.
They showed them escaping?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They didn't show them escaping.
I don't think they did. No, I thought the last scene we saw of them was like, y'all escape, but we gonna fight these niggas till y'all get out.
Jim, is that what happened?
Yeah, because Jinbei decided to stay to stop.
Yeah, like Jinbei and the squad was throwing off Big Mom, right, Graham?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought after that, like somebody did like some water shit where like they like blocked them where they couldn't pass.
I don't know about that, bro. I think you're thinking about Marineford. That's how like some Marineford shit that Jinbei did.
Oh, what is that? Oh, dead.
Wow, he ain't really, come on,
Who dead?
No, he ain't really dead, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he got to join the crew.
He One Piece dead. He just knocked out for a while.
Once Luffy beats a Yoko, he's Jinbei could join in.
I don't know if that ever actually done.
You don't think so?
No.
I think they gotta get all cultures. They gotta get all.
I don't think that would be on the ship.
No,
damn.
He can't join until Sanji becomes more powerful than.
That's just
so
never gonna happen.
Remain in the top 3.
Right.
Never gonna happen. So.
That's true.
Butts up to all this. I've already like lost investment. I might be joining the Zoro fan club pretty soon. I'm trying to process my paperwork out of the Sanji fan club. I'm leaving. I'm still a holy member of the Usopp fan club, Frankie fan club. But yeah, I might actually trade him for Chopper because I'm starting to get more interested in Chopper right now.
when was the last time Chopper even got a
I think
highlight?
if I was investing in stock in the next couple years for characters, I think Chopper gonna make one more big hike.
Hey, if
Just
Chopper
one more.
become real, I'll come back to the series. He's my favorite character.
I think he's just gonna get one big jump, one power up from Chopper, and then I'll take all my money out of his stock. That's it.
Wow.
Oh, it drops again.
Yeah, it's gonna drop after that for sure. But there's one thing that Chopper's gonna do. I guarantee it. That like his stock will go like bloop, and then I'll be like whoop.
I'm calling
Put it
it
back.
in 2019.
Sanji stock is going down.
Chopper getting One Piece.
Wow.
Sanji stock is going down.
Sanji should go way up. I mean,
For what?
After you pull out.
Niggas pulling out of Sanji, huh? Boy, this is the Sus podcast.
Damn.
Yeah, no, Sanji stock is going down. Zoro stock is like about like Amazon right now. That shit at like $1,000 a share, bro. You can't get into that shit. You're like, no, nigga, you should have get on episode 1, nigga. You knew he was up there, bro, before they even announced he was a character.
The only time you could have really bought is when he got worked by fucking B-Hawk.
True.
My shit stopped.
That was the last time.
Uh-oh.
That was economic downturn.
Oh my god. And then Luffy stock just being wherever it was. It fluctuates when you make stupid decisions.
Yeah, it's true.
But,
When Ace died, one is this lowest point.
dang, King might have been a slight come up too on stock.
Oh yeah, his shit gone for sure.
Yeah.
This shit was always kind of high though. He always was an admiral, you know.
True.
I don't think it was up there like that.
I think higher than, like-
after like the Wiper day was like a whoop, and then like after the Punk Hazard thing was another hike.
I don't even remember the high after Whitebeard. It's like
What?
the Whitebeard.
He was the
like,
only one who did damage? Well,
I think it
thought-
went down for a few episodes,
Yeah.
but then like when he won at the end, it like
then
shot up.
Shanks blocking shit. It probably went down some.
Oh, like-
This nigga a bitch.
Yeah, Shanks is another one. Shanks is another Amazon.
Oh no,
That nigga shit is $1,000 a share.
No, when he showed up to what's the 5 old niggas' names?
Oh,
yeah,
true.
yeah.
That shit skyrocketed.
The world government,
That
yeah.
shit doubled overnight.
Oh, that was he broke a trilly for there. That was an Apple. Oh, we hit a trilly? Yeah, that was Shanks. For real.
But I
Yeah,
don't
no.
see anymore. Shit.
I'm cashing out of
That's all
Sanji stock.
speculation.
I'm just letting y'all know my balance in Sanji stock is 0. That'd be lit though. We should try to figure that out for a series. A stock market for the series, like when they go up, just have that shit like pop up, and then when they go down, that'd be lit. But no, for real,
we should change that instead of the
Instead of the draft.
the draft.
Oh, yeah.
Stock
we
market.
can do it with the next round of seasonals.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
that'd be lit.
You can trade. See who's
Yeah.
got the most at the end.
Oh,
Damn.
that'd be lit. But yeah, no, I'm taking all my money out of Sanji stock.
You spend $100 to start off with.
Yeah, I'm putting about. I'm my guess right now is Chopper stock is going for maybe 50 cents a share. So I'm about to get like 10. I'm all like 10 shares of Chopper stock right now. That shit ain't higher than $1. I guarantee you. I like no fangirls, so my bad. He's like $5 a share. Fucking fangirl community. But yeah, let's go ahead. Did you catch up, Gramps, with Hinomaru?
Oh.
Sure.
Alright, we can talk about that for a little bit and then MVP of the week. So yeah.
Where to start?
I'm telling you, like 3 MVPs in there, bro. Ozeki for one shot in the nigga as soon as the episode started.
Yup.
Yuma finally got up on there, but it
true.
wasn't as. It was good, but it wasn't like Ozeki's good. Ozeki's good was like another captain who was talking shit to you before. This nigga just said, "Bitch, get out of here."
True.
And then that was it. And then fucking what's his name? Chaharu.
Oh, yeah, man.
Whew.
Money.
He was the number 1 MVP in that one.
That was the main MVP.
That was
to me.
huge.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, that was all just...
This thing, and
Wow.
then the way they explained it, he was like, everybody else be seeing National Treasures, and they go, I can never beat them. That nigga don't see shit. He just like went, and then he's stealing people's like abilities too.
Yo.
That nigga crazy.
Yo.
That is crazy,
bro. That was when I would have been buying the stock. The stock was like, as soon as he started out the first shit,
Yeah.
with the crescent move, splash you touch me hop into your head, you like, that nigga stock for a moment became higher than the main character.
Oh my god.
No, you're right. God damn.
I wonder if you could actually make money off
Are you
that.
expecting him to fill the main character
That'd
role
be
then?
crazy.
He already did. He already did.
No, he didn't because Hinomaru, he's been upgrading his main move ever since.
Oh,
Right.
I'm talking
Well-
about the first movie Jackie was like the demon wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about his end game being what? Do you think he's gonna be able to fill it?
No, I think he's a jack of all trades type. He's not gonna get your ult, but he will get some of your moves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, I think part of like Hinomaru's like, what would you call it? Like flexibility with his special moves because of his size also. So I think he's like one of the only ones who really can fully utilize that move. So I don't think Chiharu can just because of his body shape.
Okay.
But I mean, he's still a monster though. I mean, fuck.
Oh yeah, that's pretty fast.
Like he might be like literally like the only one to have beat like middle school Yokozuna that wasn't also a Yokozuna. So I mean, like homie just made like insta waves. Like it's crazy.
Here's the thing about Chihiro though. So what's the name of the guy that Onimaru lost to?
Who?
I can't remember. The one that Onimaru lost to. I mean,
lost to Tenoji?
Yeah.
Was that his name?
Yeah.
Like the main guy? Yeah.
If Chihiro was studying people like he studies folks, like, looking at all of their moves and thinking of all of the different ways to lose against people, I think he'd be the next national treasure in all realness. He'd be able to beat Hinomaru, low-key.
I think he's going to get national
Funny is,
he's going to get national treasure status this year.
oh,
Yeah.
he already is?
But he is.
I mean,
Kunisaki?
technically.
Or are you talking about Tenoji?
Chiharu, right?
Chiharu.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Chiharu's
I mean, like, as soon as he
he's
beat
already
him,
there.
I think he like practically claimed his title.
They said it.
Kind of.
No, they said it. They said if you beat National Treasure, they make you National Treasure. He was like, yeah, and then he said what his sword name would be or some shit like that.
I mean, it's a lame sword name, but other than that.
Yeah, no, that nigga is up there. My thing is like, what was I finna say? I forgot, but it was something about Tenoji and Chiharu. Like, he definitely couldn't steal his style, but fuck. I forgot what I was gonna say. It had something to do with this nigga watching a bunch of shit.
Well, like the love of sumo kind of thing or whatever?
Yeah, like his ability itself, I thought was pretty good. Like the fact that, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but either way, I just want to put respect on Tenoji name. I think that was the gist, because last episode I didn't get to put respect on it. But, yeah, no, that fight itself was pretty good, but I knew he was going to lose, though.
No,
like,
he had to.
Yeah,
that's actually, I want to actually just give like a
time.
big ups to the show and like just how they're progressing in general, because I think they planned that out pretty well. Simply because they were already like they had to lose somewhere. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the team or Hinomaru had to lose. I know that the premise was they had to win every match, but logically that doesn't make any sense considering they're still this is still their first year they're out the gates. So how they like planted the one loss that they have to get made sense. You know, it was up against like the top dog who you knew Hinomaru couldn't have won. Yet in the match, I'm gonna low key say there's a couple moments that I was like, oh damn, they actually gonna have him lose right now? That'd be so ridiculous. But of course, Hinomaru lost. But like how he lost and like how they planned it out for like everything's in the team match and you could like get your revenge there. They set it up. I feel like it was pretty good. Pretty effing good.
I think the other thing is like just to add even more respect on Chiharu is the fact that he took a national treasure from national treasure status to basically Ghetto Baba status, because then he got first of all he got dropped by Hinomaru.
That's true.
So he was like introduced as like, oh, this nigga might be a challenge. Then immediately got dropped by Hinomaru. And then after that, it was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna just like put the team on my back, put the city on my back. And Chiharu was like, nah, nigga, you gonna be my stepping stone to greatness. Like, you are Ghetto Baba, bro. You earned that Ghetto Baba spot.
Monster.
Hey, I'm buying my stock right now. Ghetto Baba gonna be a national treasure next year.
What type of trash?
I'm buying my stock right now.
Treasure?
Yo, this nigga wild.
Not good.
Oh, that's the other disrespect is Chiharu was in that bitch saying, hey, by the way, I'm leaving this motherfucker for MMA at the end. Like, I'm about to be God, but I'm gonna leave for some other shit.
Like, low-key,
I could be Yokozuna, but fuck it.
He gonna go pro. He gonna become a pro sumo
You
bet.
think so?
I got money.
Come on. No.
Nah.
I think you're leaving it for MMA.
Because like
I think
ever
you're just
since
gonna
the
use it.
beginning, he always been MMA.
My goal
he
is
said
MMA,
it from
bro.
the jump. And like, there's actually a decent amount of disrespect within like these 4 episodes. If you really think about it, pretty much all of it is towards like that guy's squad who got by Chiharu. But it's crazy.
I think that what's really going to happen here, let me map out his story for you. At the end of this like arc or whatever, Chiharu's going to be like, you know what, guys, I'm leaving. I'm about to start a new manga called Chiharu no Judo.
Oh, okay.
And he gonna fight Ghetto Bob and beat that nigga in his own sport. And then he like, yo, bro, I'm about to start another manga called, like, I don't know, fucking Chiharu no MMA. And then that's his, like, chronicle to being great in MMA. Then after that, he's like, you know what, bro? I'm taking it all away. I'm going to DBZ, yo. I'm in that motherfucker. Beers, where you at, bro? Where you at, bro, Beers? Beers like, this nigga.
Dragon Ball Chiharu, you already did.
Low-key, though, he should be taking side classes from Ozeki, though, because remember, Ozeki is the champion at karate. So he better be taking notes from Boku.
No, not Yuma.
He was an 8th grade champion, though.
Oh, Yuma, yeah.
He was an 8th grade champion.
That's right.
He wasn't a high school champion.
That's right.
Gotcha. But the nigga still got hands, though, so he better be taking notes. If he's gonna do MMA.
True. That's true. But Chiharu already on the plus ride, man. He's Gucci.
This is basically a segue to MVP. So MVP of the week. Who's gonna say it first?
I'll go.
Monoma.
Oh.
Alright, that was a good one. That was a good MVP week. What you got, Graves?
We're rocking.
Really? Wow, no Chiharu. I'm not hearing that. Alright, I'll take him then. Chiharu's mine. It's either Chiharu or Ozeki. One of them niggas is getting it after this episode.
Let me see.
Big Mom?
Who?
Or Big Who? She don't know who the fuck she is.
Damn, everybody finna say fuck Sanji.
Yeah, 100%. Fuck that nigga, boy. I told you I'm out his stock. See his stock drop it, bro. He got a power up. How you get a power up in your stock drop?
Wait. So basically, every time somebody gets an MVP, does that stock gotta make it go up? Is that how we're gonna do that too?
No, because then you can just keep giving someone MVP.
Right. Yeah, I want this nigga to see. Trying to inflate this. Grape juice, yeah, I know, grape juice.
Get the fuck. Hey, that's how to trade him. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pick up Ozeki today. Oh yeah, MVP Ozeki. MVP Ozeki every time.
Hey, by the way, I'm pulling out Ozeki now.
No.
Actually, that's my MVP Ozeki.
There we go.
Like actually,
what you got on the Deuce?
I even shit to Killer Mike for his show on Netflix. That shit was funny as fuck.
Trigger warning is pretty good.
I do want to watch it. I didn't know how good it would be.
Oh, it's funny as hell. I recommend it.
I was low-key looking up some of that stuff online to see if it was legit.
Cripple Cola, he's going to try and sell. But it's going to take... It looked like it's taking some time. Because I looked it up right after I watched the episode. Everybody on Twitter was like, where can I get a can? Where can I get a can? But apparently there's some like stores in Atlanta that sell it. But it looks like he has merch up there. No, it was just one of his ideas for the show. I don't want to spoil it, but when you watch it, it's there.
Hey, it's pretty good to make a factory and shit, because they was making that shit by hand. That's not all
in the trap house.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. See you guys later.
Bye.
Until next time.
Have a beautiful time.
And I was like, damn, how long he was going to wait before he did it?
I ain't gonna do it. Go take some.